viral. Take a good look at the fit, lit from my head to my toes. I wanna sip of the drip, watch out when they getting too close. Turn it up, cause I come in cut. Say, don't you interrupt. Everybody watch me, gonna level up.
Welcome in, everyone. This is me two times at Elevate Me to You, and I am glad everybody is coming out and watching the videos. For y'all that are here, I just kind of want to share some details of the reason why I started this channel. I started this channel because I watched a lot of people create content and grow on social media, and I always felt like I wasn't ready to start. I needed to learn more information. I need to do more research, but that only held me back. I was overthinking everything. I was overthinking how I wanted to present my information. Did I want to be faceless? Did I want to use my own voice? I had so many concerns. But hey, I finally started. I finally started. And that's what I'm here to help other people to go ahead and start. Um, the truth is, you're not alone. Every majority of the people that's on social media feels the same way. They struggle. They procrastinate because they feel like they're not ready. But hey, the thing is, we don't give up. We keep trying. I still get nervous. I'm still wondering if I'm doing too much when I'm doing my trying to do my videos. Am I doing enough? Will anybody even care about what I have to say or how I present it? Or are they going to be interested? Well, hopefully y'all get value out of this video. I do think that everything that I will present will provide some knowledge. If it don't pertain to you, try to, shift your mindset and try to see how can you apply to something within your life. That's the main goal for Elevate Me to You, is for we all can grow together. We can grow to the next level in our life, no matter if it's content creating or just, anything that's holding you back from being the best you. Here, I do want to let you know what I will be sharing with you. I have simple camera tricks, tips that will actually save you time, ChatGPT prompts, we can work on those. That will help you get unstuck, help you gain other perspective of things, give you more ideas, get your brain, rolling. Also, we can work on faceless content ideas. Even if you're a shy person or a private person, this is for you. Also, the main goal is, or the main thing to help you succeed, is just having that mindset. One more thing, I just want to give my disclaimer. I am not an expert, but I am someone that's learning and also trying to figure it out loud, and just showing up anyway, not letting my fears hold me back. Also, if you feel like this is the kind of space that is for you, please stick around. Subscribe if you want. Comment in the comment section if something speaks to you, or if you have any questions. Or you can also just watch quietly in the backgrounds until you're ready. Either way, we're here and we're going to get through this together, okay? This is Elevate Me to You, and we are growing. Okay, I do apologize. I had some technical difficulties, so it didn't finish playing. But I just want to let everybody know that I will be playing this video. Um, it has a lot of content creating key tips that will help you succeed with the YouTube. So just have an open mind. If it doesn't apply there, try to apply it to something different within your life. These are some very good tips that I need to actually follow myself so I can grow. But give me just a moment and I get it up on the screen. Give me just a moment. Okay, so I'm going ahead and start playing it, and then we're gonna pause here and there just to communicate and actually break down some of the steps, or either just give feedback. Okay, give me just a moment.
It and will punish you, but it's time you knew the truth. It's time you knew how to win the game of YouTube.
I dare you to let me build you a completely free e-commerce store preloaded with
I want to be able to create videos kind of like this too, to where it can kind of be more interactive and just be a better quality of videos than what I have put out so far. But we're gonna improve.
Firstly, let's address the most obvious question. What the hell am I talking about? How is YouTube like a game? Well, millions of people online are all competing to grow their YouTube channels. And to level up, you need to learn new abilities and train your different skills, which will help you gain more views, subscribers, and revenue. There are also features and rewards to unlock along the way, like access to the community tab or the partner program to earn money from ads. And if you spend your earnings wisely, you can acquire different tools and equipment to level up your videos further. And soon you may be unlocking sponsorships, partnerships, and even physical awards like play buttons. Of course, there are many different paths and strategies to succeed. For example, there are different classes you can choose. Tech, travel, gaming, science, business, finance, and literally endless more. It's up to you where you specialize depending on your interests and skill sets. But we're all ultimately playing the same game, and just like any online game, you compete against other players. The difference in YouTube is it's a battle for attention and influence, and thus who you team up and align yourself with can affect your journey a lot. A good video you make on YouTube, or a comment to the right person, could lead to you making a connection with someone else who then shares a useful new strategy with you, or opens up new opportunities and contacts for you. It could even lead to a collaboration where you team up and share audiences so you both grow faster. Because every new video you post is an opportunity to advance in the game, but instead of XP, you're gaining views and subscribers. Now, most people start out playing the game passively as a side hobby, just occasionally posting a random video and lacking any real strategy. But the more you play the game by posting videos and testing things, the more you learn and improve, which allows you to earn more money so you can make better videos, build a team to help you, and work your way up the leaderboard. Your YouTube studio is your game equivalent of a map to show if you're heading in the right direction, a dashboard to measure your in-game performance and your channel's health and success. And just like you personalize your character in a game, you also personalize your channel and playstyle in the game of YouTube. Some choose to use themselves as their avatar, others like myself try to build a brand instead. But it's easy to forget we're all essentially competing to press the right buttons on our computer in the right order. With the right mouse clicks and keyboard strokes, you can build an empire from your laptop. However, the game is constantly evolving. New updates get added like shorts, which are currently overpowered and present an opportunity to grow faster. And the further in the game you advance, more opportunities open, including very lucrative side quests. The right strategy can literally make you millions of dollars, but different people play the game for different reasons. Some seek fame, prestige, and influence. And it's true, YouTube can let you spread your ideas and messages to the world, build an audience who love you, and even gain access to members of high society. In fact, YouTube can unlock opportunities to do almost anything you want. It all depends what your personal endgame is. For many, the dream is to turn their channel into an evergreen money machine. This is where you're a full-time creator. You wake up when you want, knowing your channel made money while you were sleeping. Genuine passive income. You look out at the stunning view and smile because you know you can work on whatever you want today and explore whatever creative ideas you desire. All of this is possible if you play the game of YouTube well. But right now, well, you're all the way back at the start, the lower levels where it feels impossible to grow. And herein lies the problem. When you start a normal online game like World of Warcraft, or my personal favorite from back in the day, old school RuneScape, there's a tutorial at the beginning to guide you through what you need to do. But with YouTube, there's no tutorial. You're the
Give me just a moment. My system kind of froze, and I was trying to open up another StreamYard just to refresh it, but okay. Okay, are y'all able to hear me? Type of one if y'all able to hear me talking. Are y'all able to hear me in the chat? Okay, great. Okay, I started. And welcome, Lipstick and Gossip. Thanks for coming.
Straight in at the deep end with no clue what you're doing or how to succeed, which is why so many try and fail and end up blaming the mystical algorithm. Sure, you may search for help, but so much YouTube advice is either outdated or just straight up terrible, like telling you to spend hours on keywords and tag research. As a result, most people never progress and wrongly believe it's now too late to grow big on YouTube, as there's just so much competition. This is why the game of YouTube can be visualized in a cyberpunk world. It's just instead of mega corporations dominating, the elite 1% of top creators dominate, whilst everyone else struggles at the lower levels. However, what if I told you it doesn't have to be that way? There's a quote I love that's attributed to Einstein, which is, "You have to learn the rules of the game, and then you have to play better than anyone else." And that's simply what the best players do. They understand the mechanics of how the game works and then execute better than the rest. Because YouTube is not a game of chance, it's a game of strategy. Unfortunately, most people just don't understand the game they're actually playing. In this video, we'll change that. We'll look at how you level up fast, rapidly gain views and subscribers, and the cheat codes to making lots of money from the game of YouTube so you can build the life you truly want. But first, I must warn you, most who try to play the game of YouTube fail. As with any game, each new level presents new tests for you.
Sorry, having a little difficulties. I was trying to pause it. Type of one in the chat if you're a new content creator and that you have those type of fears that kind of held you back from just being the best you, or either just stepping out there and just trying. Type of one in the chat if that's you. You're not alone. It's me too. Okay.
And there are many enemies and challenges to overcome. Haters who will attack you, videos that get demonetized. You can even lose lives in the game by getting strikes against your channel for breaking the rules. 3 strikes and your account is banned, and that's game over. Worst of all, some completely lose themselves to the game of YouTube and sacrifice their mental health in their quest for growth. Remember, don't let your health bar fall too low. But hopefully you can now see how YouTube is ultimately an online game with real-world consequences and rewards. And whether you realize it or not, you begin playing the game at the second you move from being a consumer to a creator, from just an NPC watching others to an active player of the game making content. And so the next question is simple. How do you win?
I ordered 200 hand-forged knives to my dorm room and built a Wix website.
How to grow on YouTube in 1 sentence. Get people to click your video, then watch your video, then come back for more of your videos. Now, I realize you may be tempted to roll your eyes and close this video, because what I just said is so stupidly obvious. But asking how to get more views is the YouTube equivalent of asking how do I lose weight? The answer is eat less calories and exercise more. We all know the answer, the hard part is the execution. So even though this really is the formula to grow on YouTube, the real question to ask is not how do I get more views, it's how do I make better videos people actually want to click and watch. And this is where we'll use something called the content scorecard. But before we get to that, let's quickly explain everything you need to know about the algorithm. YouTube's algorithms are simply designed to show each viewer the content they think they'll like most. Sure, it's not always perfect, but it's pretty accurate. But this means one of the biggest hacks is whenever you hear the word algorithm, just instead think of the word audience. So if you're asking why doesn't the algorithm like my videos, instead ask why doesn't the audience like my videos? Instead of what time should I upload that's best for the algorithm, ask what time should I upload that's best for the audience? Instead of how often does the algorithm want me to post, ask how often does the audience want me to post? And instead of how do I get the algorithm to recommend my videos more, ask how do I get the audience to recommend my videos more? Make content they'd want to share with other people and talk about. Because if your videos aren't getting as many views as you want, it's not that the algorithm has randomly decided to not recommend them, it's that the audience isn't clicking or watching them as much. And if you're doubting this and are convinced the algorithm is overly biased to certain creators, you just have to think about it from YouTube's perspective. They're a business, and they primarily want people to stay on their platform as long as possible, as then they see more ads and YouTube makes more money. So if you're helping keep people on YouTube longer, they'll want to promote your videos more. And this is why it's counterintuitive when people worry about the algorithm changing. The algorithm just follows the audience. So you should instead think about it as audience preferences changing. Because one thing is certain, YouTube will keep trying to make the algorithm serve people content they will enjoy more. And as technology improves further, YouTube is only going to get better at this. So worry about the audience, because winning the game of YouTube is not about beating an algorithm, it's about understanding human psychology. And this concept of algorithm equals audience also explains why it's important you have a niche on YouTube. And by the way, I'm British, we say niche, not niche, but same thing. Basically, having a specific genre for your channel. That doesn't mean you can't experiment with different topics, but it means you should always be trying to serve the same audience. If people subscribe to you for your comedy sketches, and then you start posting serious debates, it's a completely different value proposition to what they signed up for. It'd be like if someone subscribes to ESPN and then they suddenly change all their programs to gardening shows. Because when you post a new video, essentially what happens is YouTube first recommends it to your most loyal audience who regularly watch your content, as these are the people most likely to enjoy it. But if you post a video that's not at all in line with what your audience subscribed for, it won't get many clicks, audience retention will be low, and so YouTube is less likely to recommend it as much. However, on the flip side, if those initial viewers do respond well, YouTube recommends the video to a slightly wider audience, like people who just occasionally watch your content. And if they respond well too, it recommends your video to an even broader audience again, who perhaps have never seen your videos. And this is how a video goes viral. If at each stage people respond well, the video gets shown to a wider and wider audience, which is why click-through rate and audience retention actually go down as the video's views increase, as it's being shown to new audiences who aren't yet familiar with you. Okay, so that's a quick overview of why a video gets more views, but now let's talk about how you can actually do that.
And one advice about how to grow your audience also is to make sure that, which I do not do at the moment, I'm only really posting to YouTube and IG, but trying to promote your videos on all platforms. Everything, try to get all the platforms accounts set up. And every time you go live or you do a video, make sure that you push that out to each audience. And that can also grow your audience too.
Every YouTube video can be scored on 10 key attributes, which I call the content scorecard. The higher your video scores on each of these different things, the higher your chance of success. So basically, these are the skills you want to level up. And right now, we're going to look at each one individually and some pro tips to help you immediately score.
Okay, so for the new people, kind of pay attention to each one of these categories, just to make sure that you're trying to do the best, that you're doing the best that you can, and to find ways that you can elevate in what you're providing already. Try to gain more skills or whatever. Also, for the people that's already content creators and that maybe have a following, just see which one of these steps that you can improve in, and then eventually we will also dive a little deeper into each one, trying to give you a hands-on walkthrough of what to expect and how to get it set up and what to do when you do it. Okay?
Higher. Number 1. Video topic and concept. This includes factors like how unique, remarkable, or interesting is the video idea, and also how broad is the video's appeal, meaning is there demand for this right now, and how many people might be interested in this. Pro tip, if you want a viral video, it needs to be a concept that could appeal to millions of people, and most importantly, you need to design the video as if it's someone's first time watching your content. They shouldn't need to have seen your other videos or require lots of context, it should be immediately accessible to a wide audience. Number 2. Title. How compelling is it to click on? Contrary to popular belief, the title's purpose is not just to explain what your video is, it's your headline to advertise your video in the most interesting and intriguing way possible. It should create a feeling of, I need to click that right now. Pro tip. Studies have been done and
when you're on YouTube and you're watching videos, what stands out more to you to make you click on it, other than you already a supporter of that content creator? Other than that, is it the thumbnails or is it the title? What stands out and catch your eye to make you click on it? Let me know in the chat, please.
analyzing viral
Thumbnails and titles. Okay, yep. And then I might, like, half the time I don't read the title because it's not all shown, and then I read what's shown on the screen. But most of the time it is the thumbnails, it is the title. Okay. And also, give me a score. Be very, very, very honest. Between 1 and 10. Kind of like which, how do you think I stand, at least on the thumbnails? And then let me know about the titles. Is that, or either just tell me which one caught your attention. Was it the title or was it the thumbnail? Let me know that instead of the score so everybody would participate.
videos and found they tend to have shorter titles, as they're
Hey
easier to
Goddess, I'm
understand and
sorry,
they
I
don't cut
forgot.
off. The biggest mistake new creators
Hey
make is they
Goddess.
try to optimize their titles for search results instead of optimizing for people. For example, I could have just stuffed loads of keywords in and called this video something like YouTuber growth tips, how to grow on YouTube quickly, and how to get more YouTube views. But as we know, the algorithm equals the audience, so make interesting titles people want to click on, something that sparks curiosity. Because although search results are great, going viral comes from your video being recommended on the homepage or in the suggested bar, and for that you need a higher click-through rate, which you get from appealing to humans, not search engines. Number 3. Thumbnail. How well does your thumbnail stand out when shown amongst other thumbnails? Does it grab attention to stop people scrolling? Does it create a feeling of intrigue and needing to click to find out more? Pro tip, you can use a free site like thumbsup.tv to test out your thumbnail and title combination and see how it will look in different places on YouTube at different sizes. Because when designing a thumbnail, people often look at it at full size, but if most of your viewers watch on mobile, it's actually going to be seen way smaller and may not look as good at that size, or maybe the timestamp is covering important information, so always check the preview. The good news with thumbnails and titles is you can change them after posting the video, and if you're wondering if it's worth it, the answer is a resounding yes. Most people think once they've made one thumbnail they're done, but many creators now make multiple different thumbnails and split test which works better. However,
I knew I shouldn't have done that.
remember that click-through rate typically goes down as a video gets recommended to a wider audience. So it's important to look at click-through rate in context.
Hey Nessa, how you doing?
For example, if a video has
Thanks
a low
for coming
click-through rate,
in.
but it's one of your most popular videos, don't change it. If a video has a low click-through rate and it's not getting many views, could be worth changing.
Imagine making $453,000 in a single month as an affiliate marketer without relying on Google, Facebook, or ClickBank, or creating new accounts on Pinterest, Twitter, TikTok, or Instagram. This may sound like a big claim, but I'm here to show you how this.
Like for me with my Nike video, it got off to a very slow start, but I could see the audience retention rate was good, I knew the video had wide appeal, and so I tried changing thumbnails. At first it did nothing, so I tried again, and then within
Okay, and also I just want to have another transparent moment with y'all also. So I believe it was like a week ago, maybe. I went and got a review from a popular YouTube channel. He does reviews like on Friday on channels, and his name is Robert Blake. But the advice that, like when I got my review, the thing I thought I was improving on, which is the thumbnails, was what stated that I need an improvement also. So, and at first it kind of hit me hard, and it's like, okay, no, you can't just judge it off one thing. Just, find a way to improve in on it, and just, just try to be better at what your craft is. But I'm more comfortable with thumbnails, so if I dive more in that, I think that can also help my audience because I was kind of all over the place too. I might need to get an actual until I want to be faceless, which I probably would try to keep this as a faceless channel though. But at least have a consistent character and just kind of have it more clean cut, more like us, like even. But I know that the issue was for the thumbnails that he looked at, which was up under my videos. Let me show you. I'm gonna share my screen. Okay, so these up under the video status of the video tab of my channel, and I was in a rush job and I did this for myself. But these are kind of just really I didn't put much effort into it, and I can tell like I need to go and replace those and do them over. I might, but I'd rather just keep improving going forward, just so I can look back and see the growth into my thumbnails. So here is just my short. This is the only one I've tried. It's very bare minimum, and really it's just my IG that I kind of chopped up and made a short. But it's just something I have on my IG page. My live, I actually take pride in these. I do like looking at it now, just at one glance. I like the one I recently done, but I like them all too. But I can see a little bit of growth, but I want to be, much better. I'm not too proud of this one. And that one. But I kind of like all the other ones. I don't like this avatar. These are like one of the first lives I did, and I can kind of tell too. But they're just something I just thought about. So I go back to the video.
In a few days, it started to gain hundreds of thousands of views. Now, the act of switching the thumbnail itself didn't change anything, but remember, the algorithm follows the audience, and more people were clicking this new thumbnail, so YouTube recommended it more. And by the way, when comparing click-through rates, always compare against your own videos. It's no use comparing to other channels and different audiences in different niches. Learn what's average for your content, and then you have a barometer of whether a video is over or underperforming. Number 4, video hook. How well the opening of the video hooks people in to keep them watching the rest. This can be measured in your analytics by looking at what's the drop-off rate in the first 30 seconds of your video. A common mistake here is having a long generic intro that plays every video, like some random music or effects with your channel name. Another mistake is asking people to subscribe or like the video before providing any value. Or quite often people will say they're going to get right into the content and then go on a long personal ramble that's nothing to do with why people clicked on the video. Pro tip, a good video hook normally just does one of two things. Number 1, literally just get straight into the video immediately, no preamble, just get to the good stuff right away and begin giving value or entertaining because it's clear from the title what the video is anyway. Or number 2, the video hook quickly gives a preview of what's to come and shows people why they should watch, like teasing one of the best moments that's coming up, or quickly explaining the value people will get out of the video and what they'll have learned or gained by the end. Different videos have different requirements, but the goal of the video hook is just to keep as many people watching as possible, as most people make a quick decision when they open a video on whether to keep watching it or not. And so if you want a higher audience retention rate, it doesn't matter how good the rest of your video is if half the viewers have already left because your intro was too boring. So given the intro is so important, spend extra time making sure it's as engaging and well thought out as possible so people don't click off.
So also
For example,
on my some of the metrics that I did look at, I kind of seen like it did drop at a certain point. I still need to kind of analyze that and kind of see where I can improve with that. And that's one thing that did stick out to me that I need to improve on. Also, guys, thank you so much. I was trying to type and watch, but I kind of can't, do both right now. But I just want to say thank you for recognizing about Memorial Day. And my grandma used to always call me every year to make sure she told me before she passed. So it was nice that you said that. Appreciate you.
Text on screen and lots of cuts tend to hold attention more. Number 5, script or plot. If you're aiming to inform or educate with your content, then how good is the research or information quality? If you're aiming to entertain, how interesting is the plot of what happens in your video? And in both cases, how well do you tell a story, and what retention hacks do you use to keep people interested in what's being said? Do you cut out unnecessary parts? Do you give the audience a reason to watch to the end? Pro tip, psychologists have found our brains get fixated on open loops, which is when there's an unanswered question or unresolved storyline or tension of some kind, and we become desperate to know the answer or find out what happens next. But you can use this in your video to maximize attention by teasing interesting details or plot points or answers you're going to reveal later in the video. For example, I could tell you that in the next part of this video, I'll reveal the one specific change I made to my content strategy that caused my channel to go from getting a few hundred views per video to a few 100,000 views per video. And I really will share that, but this is a simple example of an open loop because you probably want to stick around and know what that one change was. Like if you close the video right now, would you not have that little itch in your brain of wondering what was that one single thing that caused his channel to blow up? Sorry about that, but that's the power of open loops. Number 6. Presentation and assets used. There are many different ways you could present your video, and it can make a massive difference what footage you show, the music you use, sound effects you add in, and any other assets involved in presenting your content. Now, if your videos mainly involve you being on camera, then how well you present on camera is a key factor here. But if, like me, you're not on camera much, then the choice of what
So let me also know who is going to be a faceless channel, and also who don't mind being on camera. Will you be up front with the camera? Let me know in the chat. And I'm trying to keep up in the chat too also.
B-roll, stock footage, movie clips, or YouTube clips you show becomes even more important. But for every creator, this score is about how well the video is presented and the assets fit together to create something that's compelling to watch and keeps people engaged. Pro tip: I strongly believe music is massively overlooked by many creators. Spending time to find the right songs can help create the right atmosphere for your video and give viewers a more immersive experience with more emotion. If you want to know where I get my music from that's copyright free, so you can still monetize videos, just click the links in the description below. But just to illustrate this point, let me show you the exact same thing both with and without music.
The world's biggest food company, Nestle.
The Nestle company.
Nestle collects millions of gallons a year from springs in Southern California.
The world's biggest food company, Nestle.
The Nestle company.
Nestle collects millions of gallons a year from springs in Southern California.
Every month, this Airbnb pays me.
Number 7. Editing. This not only includes the quality and creativity of the editing, like effects, motion graphics, cuts, transitions, but also how well the editing complements what's being said in the video. Because just to be clear, a good editing score doesn't always mean that there's loads of stuff happening on screen. In fact, too much and it could become annoying. A good editing score is more about whether the editing helps tell a story, the pacing flows well, and thus overall the editing holds the audience's attention and thus increases retention. Pro tip: hire an editor. Don't worry, later in this video we'll talk about how you can do that even as a small creator without much budget. Although, having said that, hiring an editor doesn't mean you no longer have to think about editing. It just means you want to be able to direct someone else on exactly what you want, rather than manually doing all the editing yourself, which is time consuming. But you still need to understand what makes an edit work well, and this often comes from analysing successful content and figuring out why it held your attention or made you more invested. Number 8. Production quality. How good is your equipment and setup? Like, how good is your microphone quality, and how well is the recording process to make it sound pleasing to listen to? And if you're on camera, is it a very clear, high quality image, and does the video have a good background and lighting? Pro tip: if you only have the money to invest in one area of production quality right now, for most people, improving their audio quality is most important. Because most smartphone cameras are pretty decent already, so that can be your camera, and you can get good lighting for free with natural light. But one surefire way to lose viewers is audio that's uncomfortable to listen to or hard to hear. Number 9. Optimization.
Okay, and with him saying that watching the video, and if it's too hard to see or either too hard to hear, that's reason a lot of content creators will tell the panel to mute their mics just so it won't be feedback and stuff. And also, you can do this like you can don't let like the I don't have the right equipment, I don't have the right camera, I don't have the right microphone. You can still do this and still be successful at YouTube. And hopefully soon, one day, I'll be successful. So at least if you're not ready, you can also just kind of see how you can go about it and do it. I'm not in a rush. I know it will come in time, but just kind of set goals. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking.
This is things like search optimization, description, subtitles, the connection you make between videos using end cards and playlists, basically all the other stuff you're meant to fill in within YouTube Studio when posting a video, but that most people ignore. Pro tip. In fact, this really is a cheat code that's massively helped with my channel's growth, and I call it the end screen rabbit hole. Basically, most people end their videos by starting to say something like, "Thanks for watching guys, don't forget to like the video," and blah blah blah. And at that point, pretty much everyone closes the video as they can tell you're wrapping it up. But instead, what if the video doesn't fully end? And instead you say, "Now you know about this, you're gonna need to know about this." And you have an end card appear to link them to a related video of yours. That's how you create a rabbit hole effect, where they maybe only intended to watch one of your videos, but you've made a compelling case on why they should now go and watch another video of yours. And of course, at the end of this other video of yours, you direct them to a different video. And suddenly they're binge watching your content because it's all connected with these clear shoutouts and end cards at the end of every video. This also trains the YouTube algorithm to recommend your content more in suggested videos, as it can see people who watch video A of yours often then go and watch video B. Number 10. Community and connection. This is how well the creator connects with their audience and builds a relationship. This can be through personal stories, showing behind the scenes and being transparent about sharing things. It can also be about replying or hearting comments, having in-jokes or language their community uses, and even just asking people to subscribe, comment, or engage with the video, as engagement is a key part of building a community. Pro tip. Give the audience one clear call to action. So don't say, "Please like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the notification bell, tell your friends, write me a love letter," and loads of other things, as people just blank it out. Instead, after you've just had a really useful or interesting or entertaining part of your video, and the viewer is at their most receptive, make one ask. And you'll notice I almost always ask people to turn on the notification bell. The reason is because just subscribing doesn't guarantee YouTube will show them my future videos, whereas turning on notifications means every time I upload, they'll get notified. Okay, so those are the 10 attributes of the content scorecard, and depending on the niche you choose to specialize in on YouTube, some of these may vary slightly, but pretty much every video can be scored on something similar to this, and each one is ranked out of 10, meaning the best possible total score for a video is 100 out of 100. However, don't lose track of what we said earlier. To grow on YouTube, you get people to click your video, then watch your video, then come back for more of your videos. That's all it really is. And so you'll notice all of these skills on the content scorecard are really just the specific ways of doing these things.
Okay, I have tried to use the end course and the end course and something else. But however, have anybody watched to the end and got something populated on the screen directing you to another video? Let me know in the chat.
But the reason it's useful to break it down like this into different skills is because if you just say, "I want a higher click-through rate and higher audience retention," that doesn't give you much to focus on that you can actually control. Whereas if each video your focus is on leveling up these skills, for example trying to gradually improve your titles, thumbnails, video hooks and so on, it gives you something clearer to work on. Perhaps most crucially, it can help you spot your biggest weaknesses. Because I see sometimes people say, "Dude, my editing is great, I spent so long on it, why isn't my video blowing up?" But the thing is, if your video topic was something boring most people aren't interested in, and your audio quality makes you hard to understand, no amount of editing will save that. Sometimes there's just one or two of these skills that's majorly lacking and holding a creator back. So for example, if you can see in analytics a large percentage of people are watching your video right to the end, it's quite likely the topic, title or thumbnail is an issue. Of course, even though you'd ideally level up all of these skills as much as possible, it's totally normal that creators will double down on their strengths. For example, I'd say for my channel, Magnates Media, editing is probably one of the biggest strengths. Whereas audience connection, as much as I love you guys, you probably don't feel like you know me personally extremely well.
Struggle too, because
contrast
it takes
that
a
with
lot
someone
of
like
time
Emma Chamberlain, and it's the opposite. The editing is very minimalist and not really optimized for maximum retention, but people love watching anyway because they have such a strong personal connection with her. And that's great. I'm sure Emma doesn't want my editing style, and I prefer not sharing huge amounts of my personal life. Different creators will double down more on different skills. Or then there's someone like Ryan Trahan who manages both. But anyway, the content scorecard gives us the closest thing we can really get to predicting a video's success. Of course, quality is always somewhat subjective. But I like this because often when people say high quality videos, they think it has to be some hugely crazy produced movie. And this shows you it doesn't. You can make a very high scoring video with no money or fancy equipment if it's a great concept, extremely clickable title, and so on. Yes, better equipment may help, but it's just one of many factors in a video's score, hence why many businesses struggle on YouTube, as they've got the fanciest cameras and microphones, but they suck at most of the other skills. However, after realizing how many different elements go into each video, I know it can feel like a lot. Right now, you may be thinking all of this sounds a bit overwhelming. The good news is, with the strategies I'm about to show you, it doesn't have to be. Let's talk about how to make everything much easier.
Here's the 2-minute story of how I built a $10 million.
Okay, and also just a reminder, another way to make your content easier is using ChatGPT or any other AI generating software that can help you, or either you can outsource. Like you can find somebody that's good at one thing that you lack skills in. You can hire them for that job, and then you can do what you know how to do on your own. That will also help you grow a little faster instead of wasting time on things that take too long to do for on your own. So, and also he's gonna talk about that later too.
People often worry if they're posting too much or not enough. So firstly, let's be clear. If you could post a masterpiece every single day that scored over 90 out of 100, you'd become one of the biggest YouTubers very quickly. Extreme quality and extreme quantity would be the ideal strategy, but that's simply not realistic. So the question then becomes, what's the right balance? Because you only have so much time to make videos, so what's going to be the trade-off between quality and quantity? Now, remember, there are different strategies to succeed on YouTube. Some people have success with extreme quantity but less effort per video, whereas others have success with extreme quality but less frequent uploads. But here's what I've noticed. I believe the reason many people struggle to grow on YouTube is they're stuck in the sea of mediocrity. This is where you're posting videos that score in the 40 to 60 range. It's not bad, in fact, it's solid okay content. And so people are confused why they're not getting much traction. But the problem is, most other people are posting videos of this level. By definition, it's average. And there's so much content on YouTube now, you have to offer something unique or exceptional to stand out. And believe me, I've been there. If we traveled back in time 2 years...
So if everybody can type in, what's one thing that you would stand out with your content that is not out already, or that can be more enhanced? Let me know in the chat.
You would have found me drowning. Not literally, but drowning in the sea of mediocrity on YouTube. My videos were just so ordinary and very similar to what everyone else was doing. It was only once I started focusing more on each individual video and trying to level up these stats that the channel started to grow rapidly. And I strongly believe that most people would be better off posting one banger video that scores over 70 than posting 3 videos that all score 40. It might take the same amount of time and effort to do both of these options, but one awesome video can get you way more views and subscribers than 3 average videos combined. Because there's actually not a lot of great videos that score over 70, whereas there's literally millions of lower level videos. So when a great video comes along, everyone wants to watch it all the way through. They may even go back and watch it again in future. And so you'll notice most of the fastest growing creators don't pump out loads of videos. For example, MrBeast only posted 15 videos on his main channel in 2022. And yet he grew more than any other creator on the platform. And he said himself that it's actually easier to make one amazing video that gets 1 million views than make 100 videos that get 10k views each. Because let's say you have a week to work on content.
Try to bring quality,
if you're spending all your time that week just focused on one video,
that it meets some kind of get an audience value when they watch it. Nobody want to watch a video at the end of the video. They like, why I just watched it? I can't get that time back. So that will also limit the people that will return back also. So just keep that in mind.
video rather than splitting it between 5 videos, then you can put so much more thought into the idea, into the thumbnail and title, and create something genuinely great instead of churning out average videos for the sake of consistency. The simplest way to think about this is the concept of the purple cow from Seth Godin. Imagine you're going on a journey through the countryside and you're looking out the window. For miles and miles, you just see acres of fields filled with cows. And sure, it's fine, but it's literally the same sight over and over again. And you've seen plenty of cows before. It gets a bit boring and repetitive because everything looks exactly the same. And then suddenly you turn a corner and there it is, a purple cow. Now your attention spikes. A purple cow? Never seen that before. That is remarkable. That's something you'd stop and look at and tell other people about. It's something you'd remember for a while, but it's exactly the same on YouTube. When you find a video that offers something unique and more interesting, you're drawn to it. This doesn't mean it has to be the best video ever, it just means it has something that makes it remarkable. In fact, the definition of remarkable is simply worthy of attention and unusual or special and therefore surprising and worth mentioning. Now, I realize it sounds pretty obvious to make videos that stand out from the crowd, but most people don't. Oh, another person recording themselves playing a game in the same way everyone else does. Oh, another person talking about how to grow on YouTube by just talking to a camera about being consistent. And again, I want to stress, for a lot of people making videos, the content isn't bad. It's just what's unique or special about it. What's the reason for the audience to watch your video over a similar video from a bigger creator? We've seen it before. We want a purple cow. So with the examples I just mentioned, a purple cow would be someone like Dream. Rather than just making the same Minecraft videos everyone else was, he created situations in the game people hadn't seen before, like Minecraft but a black hole grows every second. Or with the YouTube example, the fact you're still watching this video right now hopefully means I've succeeded to some extent in creating a purple cow. Because there are literally thousands of videos of people talking about growing a YouTube channel. But a video about winning the game of YouTube, well, you haven't seen that before, so you clicked. That's the power of a purple cow. Another example is in the finance niche. I see a lot of people trying to remake the exact same videos Graham Stephan makes. And who can blame them? Have you seen his ad revenue? But even if the information and presentation is equally as good as Graham's, if there's no difference, then people have the choice between watching a new YouTuber they've never heard of, or watching a bigger YouTuber they're familiar with. It's an easy choice. So you need to give people a reason to watch you, rather than doing exactly the same as everyone else in your niche and blending in. What's your unique selling point? What makes your...
So Goddess, on your question about how do you get videos recommended after you do a video, those are the end cards that you will add at the end of your video. I can kind of show you, let me show you. So you're able to see my screen. Let me go to my studio. So you're gonna go to YouTube Studio, and then you'll be brought to your dashboard. You can go to your content, and you can pick a video that you already have done. And then let me do this. Give me a sec. I'm trying to remember how to do it. Let me click it. Okay. So you just click it, and then you're gonna come over here to the right side. You'll see your video right here. You can play it. This is the link to the video. It'll let you know how the name of the file. This is what you have it set as. If it's public, is it private, or is it unlisted? And you can also change how, like say if you went public and then all of a sudden you don't want everyone to see it, you can come here to make those changes. And they're saying you can change it, but this is if you want to publish it again, so I'm gonna get out of that. Okay, and also down here at the end cards, and the end screen and the cards, you're gonna just hit edit on whichever one you want to add, and here it'll bring you to the last few minutes of your live. It looked like the last couple of minutes of your live. You can pick where you want to add your end card. So say if right here, I just click and make sure it's selected, and then I can pick how I want it to show up on the screen. So say if I wanted to import from the last video, well, let me do this one. So here you have the boxes, and then you can select the video that you want to recommend. So you just hit that, and then you'll select the video. Just say, I'm going to recommend this one because it's another video. And you can pick another one, and you just make sure you select it. And then you'll come over and either they can choose the most recent. You can do the best for viewers, and then you can also pick your own. So here I'm going to just select. I'll do that one. Oh, that video is private. So also it depends. You don't want to select a video that is set to private. So I would need to select another video. I just refer back to the niche, and right here it lets you know the timestamp of when that element would pop up in your video. So it let me know if you're good with everything. You're just going to hit save, and then it's going to be added. For cards here, for cards you can do throughout the whole video. So you just see if you want to add a video so they can go watch. If you want to show them a little message to tell them to go play to a playlist. You know how you watch some videos and somebody say, look up here, if you want to know more, you can go to this video, and it pop up on the screen. So this is where you'll get that. I'm going to just say a playlist, and then I just select the playlist that I would like for them to watch. You want to kind of look at your analytics to kind of make sure that you're referring them to the right video. And so if you make a video and you know there's going to be questions from the audience that they might want to know something else, and you already did a video on that, you want to refer them to that. That's the way you can keep the people on your channel, and then YouTube will put you more, in the algorithm more also, because you're keeping people on your channel. Also, you want to create your playlist. If you have playlists already selected, you want to make sure that your video has been put in a playlist. So if they go and want to watch about Instagram videos, I want to make sure everything within that is something about Instagram videos, okay? If you don't have something already set up, you just click new playlist, and it'll bring you to here. You just select next playlist and enter a title in the description. I believe the title is, yes, the title is required. You must have a title for you to proceed. You can also set those playlists to be in private, unlisted, or public. And then you can select the order of those playlists by selecting which option you choose. It can be by date, you can do it yourself, or it can be by when you posted them or whatever. And that's it. And let me just look at the chat. So did that answer your question, Goddess? Let me know in the chat.
Your video memorable. It might be your presentation style, your editing, your storytelling, your information, your video format, the topics you cover. There are lots of ways to stand out, but look at any big YouTuber in any category and they brought their own unique style or format or perspective in some way. The next Mr. Beast won't be a rip-off doing exactly the same thing as Mr. Beast. It'll be something fresh. But here's the exciting part. By going the higher quality route and putting more time and thought into each video, you then get a reputation that every video of yours is worth watching. And honestly, channel reputation is one of the most overlooked factors of click-through rate. Because if you've got a reputation for quality and people had a great experience watching your previous videos, the next time people see your channel name, they'll probably click the video even if your thumbnail or title isn't that great. That's the power of having a reputation for quality. In fact, when someone is impressed by your content, they may go back and watch your back catalogue of older videos. And they'll also be more likely to share your videos with others, because nobody wants to share an average video, but everyone wants to share the best videos. But most importantly, this strategy means that people will be excited about your new videos and watch them as soon as they can, which in turn means YouTube recommends them more. And as a fun side bonus, your average views per video will be higher, so you'll make more money from brand deals. It's win-win. However, I know some people worry about the algorithm if they don't post as much. Because obviously making a higher scoring video that is remarkable in some way probably will take a bit longer to make. But honestly, I've gone well over a month with no upload, and as long as the next video is good, it's not a problem. Because remember, YouTube wants to surface the best content to keep people on the platform longer. Algorithm equals audience. So the real question is, would your audience prefer slightly less uploads if it meant every upload was better? Like a better video concept, a better script, better pacing, better music? In many cases, yes, they'd prefer that. So I really think if people worried a bit less about upload frequency and instead spent a bit more time making better, remarkable videos, they'd grow a lot faster. However, just hold up a second, wait right there. There are two important caveats to this where you do need to be very careful. Firstly, although I strongly believe in quality over quantity, you quite often need some quantity in order to achieve quality. For example, I wouldn't have been able to make
Also, everybody in the chat, if you already created your channel, which I know Lipstick and Gossip says she already have, and if anybody else in the chat, post your link so you can get some subscribers. Everybody, please also subscribe to each other channels so we can kind of grow together, okay?
Make a video exactly like this when I first started. I didn't even know what I didn't know. It was through gradual improvement that I leveled up my skills. Go back and watch any creator's first video and it's a world of difference. So it's not about aiming for an incredible video from your first upload. It's about trying to make each video better than your last. Because if you can't look back at your videos from a few months ago and see at least one aspect that's improved, you're likely churning out videos for the sake of consistency rather than leveling up and progressing. The second caveat to this high quality purple cow approach is that although the sea of mediocrity is a very real and brutal place to get started.
Okay, and also I'm sorry to keep pausing it, but I kind of have to, and then I gotta say it when it pop up in my head. I listened to another content creator. He's the one I was telling you about to do the reviews. He have a mindset of like, just make sure you do try to hit each point when you're creating your videos or your lives or whatever. So when you do put it out, you won't be hung up on still worrying about if it, if it's about the numbers. So once you put it out, release it just so it won't bother you mentally. Keep worrying about figuring out why one video didn't get much views. So just do your best the first time, and then once you put it out, let it go, move on, try to improve in the next one, and just keep doing that. And there should be no reason why you won't grow from there.
At the opposite end of the spectrum, you also need to avoid the mountain of perfectionism. This is videos in the 85+ range. At this point, you really hit a point of diminishing returns. You could risk spending hours on improving one little detail of your video that most people won't even notice. You'll keep climbing this mountain, but it'll never end, because no video will ever be 100 out of 100 perfect. And if you're
I have to remind myself no one's perfect, just do your best.
goal with YouTube is purely art, then great, spend as long as you want. But if your goal is to optimize for the most views and make more money, then you need to recognize when the video is already remarkable and don't obsess over every little detail, especially details which have very little impact on how much viewers enjoy the content. So basically, the ideal zone is a great, well above average video, but not a perfect video, or else you'll risk barely ever uploading at all. Now, when I say this, some people will think, oh cool, my video's already great, and that's because most people massively overrate their own content. Of course, score is somewhat subjective, but luckily, data is not. This is where analytics come in. For example, if you rate your video hook highly, but in your analytics 40% of people leave after 30 seconds, your video hook needs a lot of work next time. So brutal honesty is required when assessing where you need to improve. If possible, team up with some other like-minded creators to share honest feedback with each other. So, to summarize all of this, where many creators fail is not that their videos are bad, it's that their videos are unremarkable. They offer nothing different or memorable or new or special. Unremarkable content rarely rises to the top these days. Maybe you have one video that gets lucky or you catch a trend at the right time, but that's not sustainable. It'd actually be easier to get more views by making a few great, well thought out videos than churning out loads of rushed, low effort.
And YouTube been out for so long right now, we are kind of like late bloomers. So we have to try to find a way to be different from what's already out there. And that's going to help you grow and be big.
Effort videos. And this is good news. It means you can spend more time making something you're proud of, and you can get creative with your content. YouTube gives us this incredible opportunity to make money by creating whatever we want, so why make the same as everyone else? Sure, definitely take inspiration from other creators, but add your own twist and be different and creative. Get weird with it. Do you have any idea how ridiculous it is to make a video about YouTube being an online game with a cyberpunk aesthetic? But I guarantee you'll remember it, and I've had fun making it. So, don't give yourself an arbitrary upload schedule if it means you churn out average content. Work on leveling up a little more each video instead, and aiming for content that's remarkable. Now, I realize that the problem.
Another thing that I do see that can be improved too on is setting up the schedule like he just said. Just say if I do one video, one live a week, at least set it up to where people are able to, they're going to come if they want to come, but also it just gives them more time. It's not just put on them and they already have plans to do things. They're not at home. So also you have to know your audience and know, depending on the type of content that you have, is it something that they can just listen to on the go? Is it something that they need to be tuned in and at their computers at, with? But most people are not in this sector, so but you want to look at that in any sector, just kind of knowing your audience, knowing what works best for them so they can get the most value out of your content. Especially if you plan and you have a structure of what you want to present to them, it'll be easier for them to accept it and gain from it.
With this strategy is it may seem demotivating to put a lot of work into one video if it doesn't then immediately blow up and go viral. At that point, many people then swing the opposite direction and just pump out lower effort content instead. But before you do that, I want to introduce you to one of my favorite parts about the game of YouTube.
Okay, let me ask also, do y'all think that's okay to pump out lower content at the beginning just to get your watch hours? Because that's another thing that I know I need to get watch hours, so I need to go live a little more often than I am ready to. So do y'all think that's better until I get my watch hours and then kind of be a little bit more structured? What do y'all think? Because I kind of didn't want to go that way because I kind of want to always have quality and to be able to, I don't want nobody to watch my videos and don't get anything out of it. So just let me know, just kind of give me some advice if you have some.
Before we get to the next chapter, it's time to answer a question I get a lot. How do I make these videos? Well, a big part of that is down to today's sponsor, Storyblocks, a curated stock library with everything you need to create high quality video all in one place. I've been using Storyblocks to help make my videos for years now, and it has over 1 million 4K and HD video clips, templates, songs, sound effects, images, and more. So for example,
Okay, and for that, I went to that website yesterday. Uh, it looked like it's part of Adobe. Let me pull it up. Okay. But it does cost. But you can find there's a lot of different tools out here that you're able to use that doesn't cost. And that's kind of where I run into roadblocks too, because I find a good program or something to help me to move a little faster, be more productive, and bring better quality, but also the limitations of what features you're able to use are very limited on what you need. So you want to be careful because especially being a beginner, you hear all these different tools to go to. You hear about how this can help you better on this, but it will only get you so far. So you don't wanna sign up for everything you see. Do your research, make sure it's providing you enough value before you purchase those. Also, you want to also try to find software or tools that you can use that is all inclusive so you don't have to use so many different tools because those memberships start start adding up quite often, so and get a little expensive. So just be careful on that by signing up for these plans when you do find something that works for you. Just make sure you get your you'll be able to recoup that money by uh, being valuable content that you can put out consistently. And hey, Kiki. So no, Kiki, that those are not good prices for beginners. Well, Adobe have a lot of tools, and it look like this is one of their plugins or whatever, but they have a lot of different tools that's kind of have all inclusive, but each one I think you have to pay for separately. But don't quote me on that. But just for this, I didn't like, and I signed up for a lot of subscriptions just to kind of see what I can get out of it. But I normally kind of keep that on a separate account, so if I don't like it, I don't have to pay for it. But you wanna, I don't think this is worth it, but I don't know because I haven't used it also. Okay, but ChatGPT, I can say, is a very valuable thing to purchase because you can do anything in life, anything in life. It don't have to be about content creating. If you like, oh, your toilet broke, you can go to ChatGPT, put in your brand or whatever whatever issues you have, and it will walk you through each step. You can talk to it like it's a best friend, and it's going to give you some valuable information. Just say if you go talk to your best friend about something, they're going to give you what most times this is what you want to hear or their perspective, or it's not it's valuable. I love ChatGPT, so I'm just gonna say put that out there. ChatGPT is worth the $20 or $25. I can't remember what it. I think it's $20, but it's worth it, especially if you utilize it to enhance. So let me get back to the video. Yes, and guys, yes, that's right. Especially when you have limited funds, you want to make sure you can get quality, especially if you're having to pay for it every month.
The perfect song to match. Honestly, it's been such a time saver for me, and so if you're a content creator, I highly recommend checking it out. And unlike most other stock footage, instead of paying for every single clip, which is expensive, you get unlimited downloads with a Storyblock subscription. So you can download whatever you want with no extra fees. So to get started with unlimited stock media downloads at one set price, head to storyblocks.com/magnates or click the link in the description.
Okay, so he's finna go into the evergreen.
Every video you post,
content.
you're adding to your catalog of.
You want to make sure, like, when you post content, because once you post it, just kind of let it go and let it, do what it do. But you want to make sure it's content that's not just for that moment. Because evergreen content you can post and it still be valuable information years later. So you want to make sure that is long lasting content.
Content. Just like Netflix have their library of content, you have yours. And so if you focus on making evergreen videos that are timeless and can be enjoyed now or in several years, then over time you're building up a catalog of content that people can go back and watch anytime. And if you follow the strategy we just talked about of creating higher quality videos, people definitely will go back and binge watch your older content, especially if you use the end screen rabbit hole technique I mentioned earlier. So basically, every time someone new discovers your channel, they'll check out your other videos as well, but it gets even better. Because unlike with most social media, where the majority of views on a post come in the first few days, YouTube genuinely will keep recommending your videos for years if they're good enough. I have videos from over a year ago still getting thousands of views every single day because of YouTube still suggesting them. And so I like to think of your YouTube channel as your portfolio. Every video you make is a new asset, which can continue to bring in new views, subscribers, and money for years to come. But unlike a portfolio of stocks where you could lose money on it, once you've covered the cost of making the video, everything else is pure profit. And it can only gain more and more money over time. Just like a musician builds up their catalog and makes money from royalties, same with creators. And so once you adopt this portfolio mindset, you realize it doesn't matter if a video has a slow start, it can continually grow over time. For example, this video I posted about Coca-Cola got less than 50,000 views in the first week. As of right now, it's at over 4.5 million views. And even a year after uploading, it's getting thousands of new views every single day just from YouTube recommending it to new people. And that's why YouTube is genuinely one of the best forms of passive income. And look, I know the term passive income has been.
And before we continue, do anybody have any questions about what's been already shown so far? Let me know in the chat. Is it resonating with y'all? Do y'all have more questions? Do y'all want to talk about it? Do y'all want to break something down? Let me know. And if y'all want to come on the panel, the link is pinned. Also, if you don't want to be on the panel, you can also let me know, and I can just hide everybody from the panel, and you can just talk freely. You can change your name coming in, or you can just listen in the chat, whichever one works best for you. Just make sure you get value out of it, okay? So if you have questions, throw them in the chat, come up if you want to.
Hijacked by scammers promising money for doing nothing, but passive income is obviously real. It just means you do the work up front and then continually earn money from that work without requiring more of your time. So unlike a job where once you stop working your money stops, passive income disconnects your time from your money. And that's what happens when you create a new YouTube video. It becomes an income producing asset. That piece of work you did one time can continue earning you money while you're sleeping, partying, or doing literally whatever you want. And this gets even more powerful when you have a whole library of great evergreen content that's all connected so people can binge watch it, and every video of yours is making money in multiple different ways. Because there are many different ways to monetize a single video.
Okay, so before we move into other ways that you can monetize a video, let me, when I first played the a little message that I kind of recorded yesterday, just to kind of get people to just be transparent, kind of let y'all understand where I'm coming from and what you can gain from this. Just give me a second, and I'm gonna play it, but then I get right back to the video so we can know how to monetize these videos out here. Welcome in, everyone. This is me two times at Elevate Me to You, and I am glad everybody is coming out and watching the video. So y'all that are here, I just kind of want to share some details of the reason why I started this channel. I started this channel because I watched a lot of people create content and grow on social media, and I always felt like I wasn't ready to start. I needed to learn more information. I need to do more research. But that only held me back. I was overthinking everything. I was overthinking how I wanted to present my information. Did I want to be faceless? Did I want to use my own voice? I had so many concerns. But hey, I finally started. I finally started. And that's what I'm here to help other people to go ahead and start. Um, the truth is, you're not alone. Every majority of the people that's on social media feels the same way. They struggle, they procrastinate because they feel like they're not ready. But hey, the thing is, we don't give up. We keep trying. I still get nervous. I'm still wondering if I'm doing too much when I'm doing my trying to do my videos. Am I doing enough? Will anybody even care about what I have to say or how I present it, or are they going to be interested? But hopefully, y'all get value out of this video. I do think that everything that I will present will provide some knowledge. If it don't pertain to you, try to, shift your mindset and try to see how can you apply to something within your life. That's the main goal for Elevate Me to You, is for we all can grow together. We can grow to the next level in our life, no matter if it's content creating or just, anything that's holding you back from being the best you. Here, I do want to let you know what I will be sharing with you. I have simple camera tricks, tips that will actually save you time, ChatGPT prompts, we can work on those. That will help you get unstuck, help you gain other perspective of things, give you more ideas, get your brain, rolling. Also, we can work on faces content ideas. Even if you're a shy person or a private person, this is for you. Also, the main goal is, or the main thing to help you succeed, is just having that mindset. One more thing, I just want to give my disclaimer. I am not an expert, but I am someone that's learning and also trying to figure it out loud, and just showing up anyway, not letting my fears hold me back. Also, if you feel like this is the kind of space that is for you, please stick around. Subscribe if you want. Comment in the comment section if something speaks to you, or if you have any questions. Or you can also just watch quietly in the backgrounds until you're ready. Either way, we're here and we're gonna get through this together. Okay? This is Elevate Me to You, and we are growing. It was supposed to say growing together, but I didn't edit it right. So, but uh, I recorded that for y'all yesterday. I was still nervous, so just do it. It's going. Nobody cares really about the things that we hold ourselves to or the things that make us fearful. Um, Most of the time that don't even matter to the people that's trying to watch your videos. So don't let it hold you back. Just do your best when you do it, and always try to learn how you can improve. Okay, so we can get back to the video.
In fact, let's quickly look at a few examples of ways to make money from YouTube videos. Number 1, the most well known, YouTube ad revenue. When ads get shown or clicked on a creator's video, YouTube shares that money with the creator. So the more views a video gets, the more ads get shown and the more money is made. The amount of money you earn per 1,000 views is called your RPM, and it's based on what advertisers are willing to pay to advertise on your type of content or to advertise to your specific audience, which is why earnings vary depending on the type of video you make and who watches it. Number 2, fan funding. This is things like super thanks or donations or YouTube memberships. Number 3, merch. Once you have a loyal audience, you can create products for your brand, and YouTube even lets you easily add a merch tab to your channel page to help sell them. Number 4, affiliate links. There are many products or services with affiliate programs you can join, which means you get a link to promote their product or service, and if someone buys it via your link, you get a percentage of the money. So if you recommend a product in a video and have an affiliate link for it in the description, every time someone buys from your link, you make money. You don't have to do anything, you just get an agreed cut of the sale every time people buy. There are lots of creators making many thousands of dollars of recurring passive income thanks to affiliate links, and any size creator can use these, so it's a great way to make extra money with very little work. Number 5, brand deals. Companies will pay you for a sponsored integration in your video, where you have a break from your normal content and you briefly talk about their product or service. And if you negotiate well, brand deals can be huge money. Number 6, selling your own evergreen products. For example, online courses or ebooks or other resources your audience can pay to access or download.
Okay, so with him saying about the digital product, that is another goal that I have for this channel, is where each video will provide you with a free digital product that you are able to monetize off of once you download it and make it your own. Making your own is just rearranging some stuff, adding more value to whatever that I present. You can put your own brand to it, customize it, just to make it your own. It will be a MRR and a PLR product, which is a master resale rights, and a PLR is like it's a private label rights, but you have authorizations to resell those items as is. But if you sell it as is, you won't be the creator of that. The only way you'll be a creator and be able to resell it is with the master resale rights that I will provide to each person, or to each download. So you can repurpose it however you want. You can make a video out of it. You can add more, like whatever you use to help you get to where you're trying to go. I always try to look at it and see where you got stuck. If you can identify where you got stuck within that process, that is the value that you can bring to make that better. So keep that in mind when you're going through those things. I lost a lot of e-guides and stuff that I have, and I need to go through some that I do still have. But right now I do have about 5 that I feel like is okay to give out. I still want to make it better, but I was kind of stuck in trying to do too many things. I didn't know if I wanted to do digital products. I didn't know if I wanted to do YouTube and social media as a content creator. But my goal is to have it to where all of it mesh together. So that's the reason why I named my channel Elevate Me to You, so we can grow together. And it doesn't have to be just about content creating. So many people get stuck within their life where they feel like they're alone, or they don't have nobody to help them to be successful. You can be successful within yourself with using some tools that can enhance areas that you're liking. So just keep that in mind. Try to pick up on some tips or things that I do say out loud, or share with y'all, because I run across a lot of stuff, and with me not using it, like I put everything. I learn a lot of stuff, and I know a lot of stuff about a lot, but I put it in my archives, and I don't utilize it because I feel like I'm not ready to do it, or I don't know how I want to do it. So a lot of stuff don't get used. So that's why I wanted to start the channel now, so I can kind of share what I'm learning before I forget it. Maybe somebody else can take it and prosper from it. I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper. I'm not trying to keep any information away from anybody. So whatever I learn, I feel like that there's someone that is listening, I will put it out. Or if you have questions, don't hesitate to ask me any questions. I will help you. I don't mind. The thing that I am trying to, I guess, micromanage is how much time I provide, because it kind of holds me back from going within myself. So I will provide all the information. Just when I do provide the information, you have to still do your part in following through those steps. If you get stuck again, come back, ask me. But I don't. I can't at the moment, until I kind of get some stability. I can't do it for you. So, but I'm here to help you along the way. And if I have issues or something that I need help in that you have knowledge in, let me know. I'd love to collaborate with anybody. We don't have to do it alone. We don't have to struggle. We don't have to be stagnant. We don't have to be stuck. So just ask if you have a question, and help anyone that you see that's struggling, that you can push to the next level. Okay? But I'm going to get back to the video.
Once you've created it once, you can resell it over and over unlimited times at no extra work to you. Number 7, selling your own services, like booking a call with you or offering your skills to others. For example, if you run a fitness channel, you'd be able to charge very premium prices to offer fitness coaching or be someone's personal trainer.
Also, there are things that you can automate so you don't have to do every time. There are systems that are in place where you can set it up to where it's like, if you make a post, you can automate the next action. So if I make a post, I can set up automation where that it can send it out to all my subscribers. Or if I go live, it can do this. It can save it to my database. Like, there's different ways that you can automate your business to make it better, just to be more to where it'll help you manage your process. So those are the things that you probably would pay out of pocket for if you want to. Now, there's the free options, but I'm just saying, if you ever want to spend money on advancing, try to figure out things that you struggle with, pay somebody to do that, or either set up an automation to do it for you. If you me, I have a hard time. If it's not my routine, I can forget about it. I can come up with excuses not to do it, or I get in my head, have anxiety. So just find ways to improve your weaknesses, and I think that you'll be successful.
Same with any niche. Imagine how much the
And also, if this video has provided you some kind of value, please hit the like button, please, and share to others, because there's something anyone can learn, no matter if they're big, small, or just thinking about it. There's something that can be gained from this video today.
audience would love to work directly with the person whose videos they've been watching. Number 8. Selling your own physical products. In the game of YouTube, many choose to go on side quests where they leverage their influence from YouTube to go into other ventures and build their own separate companies. This is the reason some YouTubers will become billionaires, by building whole businesses thanks to the power of their YouTube brand. Some of the most popular examples are KSI and Logan Paul with Prime, or Mr. Beast with Mr. Beast Burger and Feastables. And there will be many more, because whilst this is definitely more advanced, creators don't do all of this themselves. They team up with others to help them build.
So think of like whatever you want to present and do your content on. Think of ways that you can monetize off of it other ways. So how can you expand your horizons?
Build these businesses. But honestly, there are endless different ways you could monetize a single video. Because once you have someone's attention, you can direct that attention anywhere you want. And so the crazy part is, one single video can give you many different income streams. For example, you could have a YouTube video that's making money from ads every time someone watches it, but also making money from affiliate links in the description where you earn commissions on every sale, but also making money from super thanks and donations, and then also making money because you mention your own product or service in the video.
Tired of typing tons of notes during class?
And thus, that one video can be bringing you endless free organic marketing and sales for years to come. So hopefully you can now see why it's so worth making great content to put in your YouTube portfolio, as it can be seen for years, and one video you make now could earn you huge amounts of money. And this is why I really think long-form evergreen content is so powerful, because it means even if you
Kiki, no, those are not my ads. Those are, I believe you can only have ads on your videos when you're monetized. I'm not monetized yet, so that is not mine. This is the video that we're watching. Those are his ads. And it'll be starting to show.
take a break and don't post for a while, your channel is still growing and making money, which means you're not in the social media hamster wheel of feeling you need to be constantly posting new videos. For example, in January, I posted just one video, literally one, and I did no promotion, no community
And
tab
also,
posts, nothing, and yet the channel got about 8 million views on long
also remember everybody, take these tips also and apply it to your niche, because all these tips you have to kind of modify based on what type of content you're providing out. So, you know, just
And so I feel like there's a new
take the idea and expand it on how it can benefit, how you can benefit
if you
it.
don't post for a month, how much money would your channel make just from your previous videos? The more quality evergreen content you post, the higher your baseline revenue, which allows you the time to go and do other creative things, as you're not stressed about constantly pumping out content. For example, if a channel gets 8 million views a month on old content, and let's say has a $6 RPM, that'd be $48,000 of baseline revenue just by posting no videos. And obviously that's just ad revenue, not even factoring in that those videos may be making money from other things too, like affiliate links and selling your products or services. Now, to be clear, I'm not saying it's easy.
Is anybody in the chat monetized already and on their channel? Let me know in the chat. Let me know if y'all are monetized already. And also, if you are monetized, put the amount of months it took you before you was monetized when you first started. Just to kind of give the audience a little feedback and kind of understand like what they can expect so they won't overachieve. And also to see that there's also it's also possible. So let me know how long it took to be monetized if you're monetized. Sorry, I have a computer
Easy. And of course it takes time, but clearly having lots of long form evergreen videos in your portfolio making you money on autopilot sounds pretty good. So now let's look at the fastest way for you to get there. The current most successful player of the game of YouTube is Mr. Beast, aka Jimmy Donaldson. He started out from his bedroom posting gaming videos, now he posts content that gets hundreds of millions of views, has launched several huge businesses, and even been offered $1 billion for his YouTube empire.
You've been offered $1 billion for your YouTube channel?
With all the companies, yeah.
But he turned it down. He's not done playing the game yet. There's no doubt this is an amazing rags to riches underdog story, and shows how anyone can go from their bedroom to having a huge team making epic productions and completely change their life, all by playing the game well. But here's a crazy stat for you. When Mr. Beast uploaded his 100th video, he only had around 730 subscribers. Let's be honest, that's pretty terrible. Now, when most people hear that, the lesson they take is that they just need to keep posting more and more videos, since clearly it takes hundreds of videos to get any momentum. But that's not actually true.
Hey everybody, I'm sorry I didn't see y'all. I'm over here trying to type and everything. It's thunderstorming out here.
Hey y'all. Oh, what I was asking was,
Hey,
Hey.
hey
I don't see
everybody.
myself. Do you have us on the screen?
Never right now. I don't think it don't look like it.
For Miss at Go Cray Cray, uh, um, but yeah, you could have answered too if you know what I was trying to ask. I think it wasn't being understood. I was saying like, how do it go, with the ads? Like, after you get monetized, do they present the ads to you, or do you have to ask them for the ads?
I
Like,
think you
that's what
have
I was
to.
asking.
So I think once you are eligible, they'll let you apply. Once you apply, then and Pink
Okay.
can kind of elaborate on this next. But once you apply, then they'll see if you meet the qualifications, then to your approval, and then you go from there. But then also, I believe that you can set how often you want ads to appear within your video or at what time. Is that right, Pink? Is that the right understanding?
Girl, I don't even know what y'all talking about. I just jumped on.
Mon Being monetized in ads. Like,
I
how do
was
the ads work
Um,
once you monetize?
they shoot. They just throw ads up there. Like you have to. Are you talking about like choosing an ad or something,
no, I
or
was asking like
like showing them
I was
showing period?
oh shoot. Like can you hear me, Pink?
Yes, ma'am. Hey,
Uh
Kiki.
hey. I was asking like, like when you get monetized and they start doing the
Yes.
ads, right? Do you have to ask for them or do they present them to you?
No. So all you do is just choose to have every time you go live or whatever you post a video, you have to choose to turn your monetization on. You have to do it for every video. It's not
Okay.
automated. So
Okay.
if somebody doesn't have ads on their video, if you're not a premier YouTube channel,
Uh-huh.
you have a premier YouTube account.
Uh-huh.
If they don't have ads, that means they're not monetized, or they just didn't turn their monetization on. So you will want
Okay.
to turn it on before you post your video or during your video. You can go to your monetization tab and turn it on, and then you can set for when you want your ads to roll. So
Oh,
your
okay.
ads roll in increments of like, I think it's
8
6.
minutes.
So
Oh, okay. 6.
yeah,
Okay. Okay.
uh-huh.
That's what I
Okay.
wanted
Because
to
your
know.
video has to be longer than 8 minutes for you to get ads. Because
Okay.
it
Okay.
comes in increments, 6 minutes an ad, 12 minutes another ad, or whatever, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So you have to
Mm-hmm.
do that every time for every video, and that's
Okay.
that's that's how it works when you get monetized.
Let me
Every
ask you another
Okay.
time, and
question too.
I always forget. I always forget.
Uh, but let me ask you another question because I heard too that they will pay you. You can be monetized on older videos before you was eligible for monetization. Is that true? And do you make sure those are monetized? Set to monetization before. Okay, she dropped. But what I'm saying, do you have to do that before you get monetized, or can you have to wait until after you already eligible to be monetized?
I'm sorry,
Um
y'all. The
You
spam
you
calls
cut out.
the
Okay.
spam calls eating me up. I'm sorry. What were you asking?
Okay, so what I was asking, so I did hear that you're able to get monetization from past videos. Like say
Hmm.
like I'm not monetized right now. Like the videos I'm doing now can be monetized later on. Is that I'm not able to turn that on until after I get eligibility,
Right.
or I need to do that now?
No,
Okay.
you can only turn it on when you get
Once you monetize.
right.
Okay,
There's no
okay.
option for it until you monetize.
Okay. That's I wanted to make sure. Because
Yeah.
I heard it, but then I never seen the where I can, make that modification at.
Yeah.
So
No,
I
it's
assumed
not
it was
available until you monetize, right?
okay. Got you.
Hmm. Yep.
Okay. Let me play this. Let's see what they're talking about. Anybody else had any more questions or want to elaborate on anything before we play it?
No, I just wanted to know about the
Okay.
ads and the other. You got one, Pink Dax?
I was just gonna say happy Monday, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great day.
Thank you.
Oh,
Same to
hope
you.
you have yeah. Hope you having a great day too.
Me too. Is
So
like, well, yeah. Oh, yeah.
another thing I wanted to ask from earlier, like, so this, so with the ebooks, do you have to
Uh-huh.
go to YouTube to do that, or you can
No.
like your stuff? You
No,
don't have to
like
go to
so.
YouTube. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the things that like if I provide y'all ebook that you can resell or enhance,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to do it on YouTube. YouTube is just another way that you can monetize it. You can walk through it. You can go through the steps. You can enhance it. You can do anything however you want to try to. You can use the information to make a video
Mm-hmm.
about it and just refer back to it, or you can like so sites you can do it from is like your own website. You do it through Amazon. You can do it through SD. You can do it through I can't
Okay.
remember the name of it, but there's
Thank you,
other
guys.
platforms that you
Yeah,
can do
gotta
it.
say Amazon or your own site. Okay, thank
Hmm.
y'all. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna ask too many questions, but
Oh, no,
when
no,
it comes to the
all the questions is welcome.
okay,
Yeah,
thank
because
you.
somebody might be having the same question in the audience.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank
but
y'all.
and that's just like I want to do that on every video. I can't do it right now because I'm still trying to kind of get some structure going around here and try to know what I'm talking about. But um, that's one value I want to provide to the audience that do watch the video. So at least if they didn't like the video, maybe they can make some money off the e-guide, or they get something out of it.
Okay. And Cree Cree, I apologize for missing your name. And Miss Lipstick, I will be subbing up to y'all channel also.
Okay. Oh yeah, I need to
Okay.
read the chat. I forgot. I'm gonna play it.
Real reason Mr. Beast started blowing up is not because of consistency. After all, they say insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Instead, he worked on continually improving his videos and leveling up his stats. The first big change happened when he got his first sponsor. Now, most YouTubers, when they finally get a payment from a brand, would simply cash that money in their bank. But not Mr. Beast. Instead, he spent all that money on his next video by filming himself giving the sponsor money away to a homeless person. At the time, that was a remarkable purple cow.
Okay, and I'm sorry. I'm reading Lipstick and Gossip comment. So
Mm-hmm.
she's saying that the subscribers is not an issue, that she need more, mainly her watch hour times. So
Okay.
lipstick and okay, I can't even talk
And
right now.
gossip.
Help me
Lipstick
out,
and
Kiki.
gossip.
So if you want to, because like what I've been hearing, the tips that I've been getting from other content creators is just to go live. If you want to go live tonight after this one, I'm willing to come over. We can, transfer over there for you to get some watch hours. However you want to do it, you don't have to be on camera. You can do it faceless. Do you
Mm-hmm.
already have StreamYard? Or what are you using to go live, and also which platforms are you trying to go live with? And also when you are in StreamYard, uh, you're able to when you're in StreamYard, you're able to go live with multiple platforms. You just have to set it up in your destination. That's if you didn't know, and for the people that don't know, you can go live with multiple platforms. So, and that just let me see if I can show you.
And also, Lipstick, if you want to come up to answer those questions to help everybody, for people like
Yeah,
me that's looking for the answer and you don't want to just type it all, then you could just come up. You don't have to show your face. And hey, like she say, we'll follow you over there and just be on the stream yard and have a good time and So yeah.
yeah. Because I know watch out is the main key and the hardest to get subscribers to. But if you already got that taken care of, yeah, focus on your. I need what? Let me see. She says she. Okay,
That sounds
so
good.
you are able to get I believe I want to say like 5 to 8 hours through StreamYard. Um, of free hours that you can go live. But there is another system with the OBS system. God is familiar with that also. Uh, and I haven't done the process yet, so I didn't share it yet. But we can either go through that process too together. That is a free way to go live. You don't have to, and then also I don't think it will have as many issues as people complain about StreamYard. So if you want to walk through that one day, we can. That is something is that's on my list to knock out pretty soon. Okay.
Our video, and so the video went viral, which meant he then got an even bigger sponsorship. But once again, he reinvested that money back into content as well. He kept using the money to make bigger and better videos. And thus I present to you the Mr. Beast flywheel. By reinvesting the money he made back into the channel, it allowed him to start building a bigger and better team, which meant he could improve production.
So everybody post your links in the chat. This is the part where everybody can, show their links and
So this growth cycle repeats over and over.
grow your subs. So don't miss out on the opportunity. Maybe someone is in here that's willing to go sub. Maybe somebody that watched the replay will go sub. So make sure you post your link right now.
Millions of dollars on something insane, like recreating Squid Game. So Mr. Beast has a competitive advantage over anyone else. But it's easy to forget that he started out as a kid in his bedroom. It was only because of reinvesting into his channel and pushing to make better and better videos each time that he got this flywheel spinning. So what about you? Yes, you right there. I'm talking to you specifically. I'm definitely not saying you should do exactly what Mr. Beast does with giant stunts. In fact, this flywheel concept is evidence of why you shouldn't try to just copy Mr. Beast, because you won't be able to compete trying to do the exact same thing. But the core principles of this apply for every channel. And it surprises me how many creators immediately want to cash out all the money they make from YouTube instead of using that money to improve their content or grow their team. Because sure, you could take all the money out right away, go buy some fun stuff, perhaps invest some of it into the stock market, but that means you're investing in other people's businesses which you have no control of, instead of backing yourself and your own business. And of course, I'm not saying reinvest every penny you make.
Okay. Lipstick and Gossip, are you willing to go live today? If so, go on and set it up so we can transfer over there. I'm not in a rush to get my watch hours. I'm more interested in building the community, so post your stuff if create your live if you want us to go on over there and do that today, or if you want to set it up for tomorrow, just let us know.
Did
We
what?
open.
Me two times. Didn't you say
Uh,
that it's a way that both of y'all can collab that way, so we could
yeah,
be on
there,
like both of them to
yeah,
help
there
both of y'all
is a
build
way to
y'all
do
hours
it.
up?
I don't know how, but there is a way to do it. Yes, yes,
Okay,
yes,
so that'd be like iron sharpening iron. Like we could be
yep.
on trying to help each other out. And no, you guys, I don't have a platform, but I love to come to other people's platform and
Yeah, she
and
a big supporter.
support and talk and laugh and joke and stuff like that. Yeah, so I'm just a big supporter of whoever wants to. So yeah.
Okay, and I think somebody else was okay, so Lipstick and Gossip said she set it up, but she never used it. So you at least got at least 5 to 8 hours of streaming time that you can go live on there without even signing up for a plan. Uh, and I believe you're able to have 6 people on your panel. Bringing people on your panel helps you kind of like it helps me. Then like especially because it takes me a lot of time of trying to focus and trying to get a structure going that I kind of get nervous. I can't read the chat at the same time. I can't, and be on point. So, and I'm still learning. So, you're able to have, I believe, at least 6 people up on the panel to make that process easier for you if you want to do it. Okay, so she says she don't mind going live later. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
I think it's cool for StreamYard to have give you a little trial because for people like
Mhm.
us and the people like Lipstick and Gossip and Miss Gold Creekery, I feel like that'll help, you know, um when you have other people on the panel, like she
And yeah,
said,
and
and you're
and
nervous, like I
Creaky
like
says
to enter.
Sundays.
Yeah, I like
Look.
to enter. I like to enter. Oh yeah, she said she do it Sunday. I said I'm gonna go back and look at it, but I like to interact and read the comments. So
Mhm.
that's what most of the stuff I
Yeah.
do. Try to enter, and read the chat because I know she be having stuff to do, and she really work hard on the stuff that she put out, and just trying to have a calm in the situation, just helping and supporting each other, till she get to the groove of it. And Goddess, she holds the check down, for
Yes.
this, you know,
Yes, she does. She remind me of
her
a little
rents.
mini me, and I'm like, oh
Yeah,
look at her. She be mine better than I do. I love it.
yeah. See,
I said she be doing.
I got my wrench to block, 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 block. Now I'm just playing, but I'm learning about my wrench.
Nah,
But
this
yeah,
should be a peaceful atmosphere, so there shouldn't be too much blocking it within this atmosphere.
yeah, I know I'm
Everybody mostly
thinking.
here to learn, so yeah. So
Okay,
she
Miss
gonna be good,
Lipstick.
y'all.
Lipstick says she know me. Okay, yes. So I
Yeah,
like to
Kiki
bring the
funny as
fun
hell.
in, and try to bring in the fun and the knowledge. You know what I'm
And the
saying?
real, yeah.
And the real, yeah. So I don't mind. So if she coming, I'm coming.
Yeah.
Yep. And we know God is coming.
Yeah.
Okay,
I appreciate this. We all gonna grow together.
that's right.
Just don't hesitate to ask, hey, I'm feeling nervous. Hey, can you come up on the panel with me? Hey, we can be up there nervous together. You know.
Right.
We'll be okay. We're gonna make it through it. Okay.
That's a fact.
Make so you're broke. But if putting money back into your channel allows you to buy better equipment, produce videos faster, execute on more interesting ideas, in the long run, that's probably a very wise investment. And fun side bonus, if you're reinvesting that money back into making better content and growing the channel, you're not paying taxes on that money as it counts as a business expense. Thinking more long term like this is what allows you to create a growth flywheel of your own. So when you do decide to finally cash out, you're not just getting side hustle money, you're getting empire money. But here's the main takeaway from this. Your YouTube channel is a business. You're not just a YouTuber, you're a media company. These days, creators aren't just trying to become the next PewDiePie, they're building the next Netflix. And to do that,
And that's what I want. I want a platform eventually. Like I see
Mhm.
big like I be having millions of dreams, right? And they all can work together. Like I be having so many dreams and they all work together in some aspect, but like I still can't even see the magnitude of what I know it could be. Like I'm seeing it being big, but I know it's gonna be much better than that. But I
Right.
want a platform where everybody can like how you got mad about YouTube taking all our money, once you monetize
Yes.
for that. Like I want a platform where people don't feel like they're being robbed from what they're getting from their audience and their supporters. So I do want to build that eventually. I know it's not going to come overnight, so but that is one of my
Goals.
long-term goals
Yes.
is building a great platform.
I think you could
It's
do it.
time
I
to
know you
assemble your
can.
dream team.
Yeah, and then guided sharing program is something we can do. I don't know what it is right now, but I see big things for her too because
Oh, yes.
she she in programming, I'm in tech. I need to refresh my little tech stuff. So I know next year I got to do at least 3 of my certifications. But I see big things for her, and her heart and her support is
Yes.
it's kind of it matches me. So
Right. And
yeah.
I need a pair of those shears you got goddess too. Them things are nice. For
Who?
this wolf
Oh,
hair, me and goddess got this big old wolf hair. We need them shears.
oh,
Hmm.
yeah. That could be a product line.
Yep. I thought it was. I thought it was a product line. That's why I was asking about it. But yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna grow. You can do it in all ways. Look, Kiki laughing at you. God is
Hmm.
laughing at you,
I know
Kiki.
it. Yep. I see y'all being big, and you never know. It might be the people who we got right now.
Yeah,
They can come together. Everybody can help in some kind of way. Everybody got a talent. Just
yeah,
gotta find out, like she said, where you niche it and press the gas. And my talent is
yeah.
talking cash money click. But
Cause
I'm gonna
like
I'm gonna
it's
I'm bring
something
it
that we
back
each struggle with that somebody else
to
can
help
be a
us with.
benefit. Yeah, and then like
Right.
if it just rotate like that, like we can be huge. And everybody, it won't be like you have to. I feel like I'm left behind, and then everybody is growing together. It's
Oh God is
yeah, it's
yeah.
unity.
It's okay, guys. I'm up here. Thank you for holding it down on my birthday, y'all. I missed my
Yeah.
friend's birthday, so I publicly missed it. I'm gonna publicly apologize to her,
Oh,
even
it's
though
no
I
problem.
talked to her. But I still want to tell her happy belated birthday, you guys. And yeah, thank y'all for supporting me. Um, when I wasn't able to. So appreciate y'all. Y'all definitely you guys. Thank you too.
Yeah. Man, I was
Thank
shocked. I'm like,
you.
man, God just came up here for my
I
birthday.
missed
I said,
it.
like, yeah, I said, ooh, I can't. I know Kiki would
Thank you,
love
Go
this.
Cree Cree Cree. Thank you. I'm a people person. I like to be there for people, make people laugh, and kind of build them up. I'm
Yeah.
kind of mama bear. If I get you up under me, boy, look at here. I cut people off quicker for the people who I care about than from the stuff that they do to me. So I'm kind of like a mama bear.
Yep. She
Yep.
is, y'all.
For real. They did what to you? It's over. I'm done. Cut them off. Uh-uh.
Yeah. They
So
don't like
yeah.
to project or what, 'cause I mean, I am a Gemini, even though I don't like to show the other side, but, I'll be in and out.
Mm.
But I always try to be the best me.
Yeah, she is too, y'all. And y'all, listen, I don't even know. It's parts of my iPhone that I never worked before. And I know if y'all could learn, this phone was like a brand new phone. I ain't have no apps or nothing. I think StreamYard was probably one of the first apps I got on here to be able to speak. And I had to get my son to do it. But since I've been listening to Me Two Times, she make it so plain to to
Yeah.
it's understandable. And the thing about it is, you gonna know the stuff that I like to hear about the most, and that's the making the money part. And them the questions I'm gonna be asking the most.
And that's what like that actually expands the audience too because it's not just everybody don't want to be a content creator, but everybody want to make money and make it passively. Like they don't have to go to a 9 to 5. And
Right.
work hard. Like I worked, all my life. I stopped working a 9 to 5 back in 2018. But
Thank you, guys.
I've always wanted to be an entrepreneur, and I've been striving for it. I got an LLC through the VA and all that stuff, and I didn't do anything with it because I was in marketing. I started at a car dealership, and I was advertising the cars, and I was getting people in. Like 1 month, I think I got at least like 20 people in to actually purchase a car, not just people walking in. Like it was hundreds of people that walked in, but there was actually people that purchased, and I seen that I had some kind of strength and value in that part of advertising someone else, and I wanted to open up the marketing thing, which I started the LLC, but I didn't do anything with it. Because once I started, my nerves and my anxiety started kicking in. I'm like, oh, no, like I wanted to provide more than what I was offering at that time. So I felt
Right.
like I wasn't ready. So I just kind of put it on the back burner, and I just been trying to elevate still. I never stopped. I just kept trying to advance, but I was still stuck at the same time because I wasn't doing anything with what I was learning. It was always something more that I needed to
Yeah.
learn. It's like, oh no, I'm not ready yet. Like trick myself, but like now I'm realizing that even though that I feel like I might not be ready to provide what I really want to give to people, I can
Mm-hmm.
still provide them value to move them to the next step and
Right.
just be better within their life. So
Yes.
it's gonna all work out eventually.
And also,
It
y'all,
may.
to everybody who know Kiki, they know that I can't see, so I have to watch from the TV. And sometimes when I be typing, please don't get the wrong idea, y'all. I might call you something that I ain't
Hey,
even mean to
Moto.
call you. Hey, Motel, what's how you doing? So y'all, if y'all see me typing, everybody that know me, they kind of use their contact clue because I can't see that good. So I watch from the television. So if I type something about you, it's always gonna be respectable. You know what I'm saying? But if something come out the wrong way, it's not intentional. So just
Hey,
wanted to let
MVP.
y'all know that. Hey, Miss MEP. All right.
All right.
When I first started this channel, to be honest, I thought it was going to be a lot easier to grow on YouTube. Turn on a camera, share some advice, upload, done. I very quickly learned that was definitely not the case. And everything we've talked about so far illustrates that. You have to learn a lot of different skills. Designing a great thumbnail is a completely different skill set to writing a good script, which is a completely different skill set to negotiating a brand deal. Of course, in traditional media, like with a TV show, all the individual jobs would be split into different roles for different people. For example, there's separate people just for lighting, sound, special effects, and so on.
Also, everybody, please go subscribe to Mo Talk. He have very good content, and he also have another channel, Truth Be Told podcast. They are
Don't be
very
told.
like yes, Truth Be
The
Told
stuff I like.
podcast. Yeah, like they like the content like I watched it like I believe it was like 'cause they took a week off, but the week before like it was even like a history lesson.
Oh,
Like
I love it.
the content is so good. So everybody
Okay,
go
so y'all put y'all
subscribe.
link in so I can hear it, you guys, so I come see. Cause I
Yeah,
don't know
everybody
if your name
subscribe.
Mo Talk or if your channel Mo Talk. So
Yeah.
yeah, and
But
I come over
that's
there
his
and give
channel,
some
the Mo
support.
Talk.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
Whereas at the start with YouTube, you have to do it all yourself. The good news is, once you start monetizing in some of the ways we talked about, you no longer have to do everything. As if you reinvest some of that money back into the channel, you can begin building your own team to help you, which is essentially the process of buying back your time. To begin with, this certainly doesn't have to be full-time employees. In fact, most likely, it'll be paying a freelancer for some specific task. For example, one of the simplest starting points is paying someone to create thumbnails for you. This can be pretty cheap. In fact, on sites like Fiverr and Upwork, you can literally get thumbnails for $5. Of course, depending on the designer and their reputation, you may pay more per thumbnail. But still, this is an example of how even small creators can get help so they're not doing everything themselves. But where this gets exciting is when you realize that having other people to help you is not just about saving you time. It can literally help you make your content better. Because with that thumbnail example, if you're paying someone whose main job is a freelance graphic designer, they're probably going to be better at making thumbnails than you because they are solely focused on thumbnails and have a lot more experience. So in other words, you...
That's a good idea.
And
Me
I,
too.
what's up?
What they just said about, them good thumbnails that you be making. You also
Mhm.
teach us how to do it, but you also can start making them for people.
Yeah,
And have a channel for that because you very creative in them.
yeah, but I thought I
So
need, I be down myself, me, but
yeah,
I be doubt myself. I wanted to do it with like Fiverr, but also I
you
want to do
you
it for
pre- you
Fiverr.
good, and you got to know you good because no matter how much we believe in you, you got to believe in yourself. And
Yeah,
I know you good.
and
I
I
know you
do,
can do it.
and I do. It just like, I can be so much better. But that be me just critiquing myself. Like I'm my biggest critic, and like I love that. It's a good thing and it's
Right,
a
Mo
bad
Talk.
thing because I love it because it lets me know that I am worthy in what I do and the value that I can provide.
That's
But
right.
where I get hung up on is how do I present it to someone else so they won't
No,
miss
well, you
out
get
on what I have to offer them. Because a lot of people miss out, even just for my tone of voice, like the way I
no.
talk. Like a lot of people would not listen to the message just
Mm-hmm.
because of my tone. So I'm trying to work on my tone and how I
Mm-hmm.
talk, so people like I know I'm not losing anything by them not listening. I know that they're missing something, but that's always something that I want to improve
Well, that's
on.
all right, sis.
But
I'm gonna help you
yeah,
with your
most always
tone
tell me
and
that.
your firmness. But let me tell you something. You are good at what you do, and you have helped a lot of people. Yes, you have. And you like to do it from your heart. Your biggest thing is you have to learn how to receive. Same way
Yeah,
God using you to bless other people, then you have to allow God to use people to bless you back. And you have to make it out here just like everybody else. Yes, you want to give everything away for free, but you also got to let people, you know, like Motalk just say, keep it moving and trust the process. You are the
yeah, yeah,
process. You keep us all moving, and so that's why I try to keep you motivated and keep you moving too. But you have to know that you are
yeah. He
worthy
be
to
telling me this
receive
stuff all the
just as much as
time.
you are worthy to give.
Yeah,
So
but I think that what helps me out because I don't want to depend on it. Because depend like you can get that support, but sometimes people it becomes a crutch to them where they depend on it, and
and that's
that's
why
the
you need
fear
to
that I
start
have
charging.
because I don't want
Like
to depend on you
what?
know the I don't want to depend like I know a lot of value come from help,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't want the help to hinder me to where like I can't do it on my own because I know it's there. So that's the part I kind of got to connect with and kind
But
of
see the help that you'll get because you give so much free everything. You give everything away for free. And that's good. But you also gotta allow other people to help you too. And it becoming monetary, like those thumbnails, you know how to nail a thumbnail in less than 5 seconds. I done seen you do it. I done
yeah,
seen you do hundreds of thumbnails, beautiful thumbnails, take people pictures. You are so creative, and you have to start somewhere. You have to start somewhere. And if you feel like right, Mo, thank you, Mo Talk. You gotta eat too, baby. Thank
yeah,
you. I see. You got to know. You don't have to be like, oh, I'm the best in the world, but you also have to know what you giving to. You on this channel every day building it up. You not monetized. You building up your workouts and you still choose to give, give, give. Just sit back and let God give you. And
yeah.
and he could give it to you yourself, but you might be scared to death. If he open that wall up and money come out of it, you gonna take it, but you're
And
gonna run.
that's the
But
fear, cause I can't see my like where I'm
right,
gonna like
goddess.
max at it. I know it's more than what I can even imagine, but
Right.
it's that fear too of the unknown. Like, dang, am I ready yet? It like I be in my head. I be trying to get out of my head though, but I'm listening, y'all. I'm listening. I'm letting it soak in. I'm letting it soak in.
You not only gain more time to work on other things, you get a better end result and level up your videos further. The same applies with other aspects of content creation. Like, so many creators are convinced nobody can edit their videos like them, but then they actually train an editor on how they want their content made, and quickly realize, of course they can. Someone whose entire job is editing can almost certainly edit better than you trying to do all the editing yourself whilst juggling so many other tasks. No single person can be 10 out of 10 at scripts, editing, thumbnails, titles, and everything else. To get to the top, you need specialists on your team who can focus on just one area or craft. Which is why nowadays almost every big creator has other people to help them. YouTube is a team game, and just like a sports team, you want to try and get the best people you can in each position, because eventually you reach a point where to increase both quality and quantity, you need extra help. But this is exciting, because it means instead of YouTube being some overwhelming, isolated thing you're doing alone, you can bring in other people to help make your vision a reality. You can work together and raise both quality and quantity, and thus scale much faster. Now, of course, the type of content you make determines what positions you may want to hire for. If I look at my own channel, the positions for the content side could be a researcher, scriptwriter, voiceover artist, video editor, and thumbnail designer. Obviously, depending on your personal skill sets and interests will determine which parts you want to completely delegate, which parts you want some help with, and which parts you want to fully do yourself.
Is there any part of y'all content that y'all want to outsource? Or also put in the chat if you have a specialty that you would like to offer someone that that could benefit them and you at the same time.
For example, with this video you're watching right now, I wrote every single word of it. I could have hired someone, but I liked the writing process. However, if you told me I had to do all the video editing by myself, I would not find that fun. Thankfully, there are talented people who do enjoy editing, and instead I can have more of a director role where I work with an editor and tell them what I want. That way I can still have creative control, but without endless hours manually doing all the work. Theoretically, you could get to a point where you have a fully automated YouTube channel, as you have specialists in every role of content production, and your role is simply about being the team captain, the CEO, the one managing everyone and leading the overall strategy and vision. Although, technically, you could even hire someone to do that as well. But I think for most creators, they want to be involved in the creative process. They just don't want to have to do literally every task themselves. And so that's why you hire people for the jobs you don't like doing, so that as much of your time as possible is spent on things you enjoy. Remember, YouTube is a team game. Make it as fun as possible for yourself, and it'll be easier to achieve more. You can also hire people for things you're simply not that good at, which is the quickest way to level up your skills on the content scorecard, as your team can help fill in your weaknesses so you can focus even more on your strengths. But remember, you don't have to give up all control. Your team should just make it easier for you to achieve what you're trying to make. You can still direct them on the style and have final say on what changes to make. But it's arrogant to think nobody can do it like you. Of course they can if you teach them. And again, I want to stress, building a team is not just for creators with a big budget, because work can be done on a freelance basis to start with. You don't have to commit to paying someone a year-long salary. You can just pay a fixed price per thumbnail or per video edit or per script, etc. And if you look on different job sites like LinkedIn, Upwork, People Per Hour, and lots more, you'll see there are loads of talented people out there looking for remote work. And you can make a free job ad outlining exactly what you want and what your budget is, and then review the applicants you get. One of my personal favorite methods of finding people is through the community tab. Once you have a bit of an audience, you'll almost certainly have some great candidates within your own community, and can just make a post asking them to apply, since they're already familiar with your content and so have a good understanding of what you're looking for. However, one important caveat to all of this. I think it's much better to think about this as building a team and not outsourcing. Because when you find someone who's a good fit for you, you want to build a relationship with them and make sure they feel like they're part of something. Because the idea is to work with them and train them on your style and build a long-term partnership. Now, for many creators, it may actually be more of the business side they want help with. So for example, you could work with an agency to handle all your brand deals, and they take a small percentage of the deals they bring you. This way, they only make money when you make money, but it frees up more of your time to think about content. Another example is a virtual assistant to help handle emails and various admin tasks. Again, you can get surprisingly high quality for surprisingly low cost when hiring online. But finally, I know some people wonder, why would you hire someone to do something if you can just do it yourself? For this, you always have to think of the opportunity cost. If you spend an hour doing something you could have hired someone to do just as well for $10, then you have to ask, could you have done something else with that hour that would have created more than $10 worth of value? In most cases, the answer is yes, and so hiring someone would ultimately mean more gets done and you make more money overall. So, gradually building a team can make your life a lot easier and your channel grow a lot faster. Okay, let's take a quick breather for a second. By this point, you've got a pretty good overview of how to succeed on YouTube. However, even though this video has hopefully answered some questions you had, I suspect it's raised lots of new questions as well. Like, okay, sure, build a team makes sense, but what's the step-by-step process for actually hiring great people? And sure, leveling up stats makes sense too, but what even makes a good title or thumbnail or editing? How do you tell great stories and how do you hook people's attention? And sure, you know there are lots of ways to monetize too, but how do you actually implement these so you start making more money as soon as possible? If you have lots of questions like this bubbling in the back of your mind, then don't worry, I have some very good news for you.
Why is Amazon paying me $63,000 a month? Well, I didn't make this kind of money selling yoga mats and toasters, and I damn sure wasn't talking my friends into buying vitamins and juices. I did it with a free app that's probably all.
Sorry about that, y'all.
By now you can see how YouTube is like an online game, but with incredible real-life rewards. You can literally get rich by making content you enjoy making, and then have a team to help you make money on autopilot. You can do this from anywhere in the world while traveling, or literally from your bedroom. And you don't even need to show your face on camera or use your own voice if you don't want to. However, in a perfect world, what you'd have is a literal step-by-step system guiding you through everything. You wouldn't need to go and research a million different things because all the answers you would want would be in one place. All the lessons and strategies from someone who's already done it and knows exactly what you need to do. Well, I have some very exciting news. For a while now, I've been working on a secret project. It's the greatest thing I've ever made, and it's finally here. My full YouTube system, a brand new course that teaches everything you need to know about building your own successful YouTube channel. The end goal of the course is to get you to become a double YouTube millionaire, which means 1 million subscribers and $1 million of revenue. But not just that. I want to help you make money by creating content you're proud of, high quality videos that you enjoy making and people love watching. I chose business stories because I enjoyed learning about them for free, so to be able to monetize that was incredible for me. But maybe you enjoy true crime, or sports, or history, or scandals, or tech. You could literally make videos about anything, as the principles in this course will work for any channel. Now, I'm not going to tell you
everybody, type your niche in the comments. Type your niche in the comments so people know what type of channel you have.
Because I'm sharing all the secrets and strategies I know. Firstly, you will learn my full process for making videos, like how I do the research, how I write a script that holds attention, how I find and use different clips, including movie scenes, the secrets to storytelling, how I come up with titles and thumbnails, how I make my voiceover sound better, the real reasons my channel blew up so fast, and literally I show you everything behind the scenes of how it all works. Another thing I know many of you are going to love is that you'll learn how to edit high quality documentary style videos just like this. There's literally hours of tutorials from my editors showing you step by step how to make content like this, including the exact workflow of a video and even how to replicate specific effects I use in my videos. So by the end of the course, you or your editor will know how to make high quality documentary videos so you can start making viral videos about whatever you want. But not only does my course show you how to make great videos and how to build a huge audience, it also helps you turn your channel into a money-making machine. For example, you'll get my step-by-step process for finding, hiring, and training team members so you can have your own dream team to help you. You'll also see the hacks that I use to save me time and organize everything, and all the software and equipment I use. And we go in-depth on monetization, like how you should price yourself for sponsorships, and how you can negotiate way more money. All of those things big YouTubers never normally talk about. you're gonna see behind the curtain of what running a 1 million subscriber channel really looks like, and how you can do the exact same thing yourself. I'm even including my full list of YouTube cheat codes, the things that make a huge difference but that most people have no idea about. In other words, this course is everything you could possibly want to know about building a 7-figure YouTube channel that gets millions of views a month. Now, most people would sell this as a bunch of different courses, like a YouTube growth course, a video editing course, a writing and storytelling course, a brand deal course, a course for hiring and automation, and so on. And yes,
And for everybody that has a channel, type in how many more subscribers you need, or either type in how many more subscribers you need to reach the next goal that you have for yourself. And you can just type the number in so no one knows if it's what you need to get monetized or if it's what you need to, just, you can be as vague as you want, but just come in the chat. Just let us know what you're working towards so we can know how to help each other.
I could almost certainly make more money by doing that. But I wanted to create an all-in-one system with everything you need in one place, so you don't have to buy anything else. Part of the reason I'm doing this is I want to make sure it's worth at least 10 times the price. But I also think a lot of people don't even realize what information they're missing, which is why an all-in-one system like this is the best way to ensure you succeed. Because the truth is, I haven't just built you a YouTube course, I've built you a whole world. A place you can come back to anytime, no matter what stage of your YouTube career you're at, and get the exact help you need. So if you've ever wanted an editing course from me, this is it. If you've ever wanted to know how I make these videos from start to finish, this is it. If you've ever wanted to know the step-by-step process for making lots of money with YouTube, this is it. And I've specifically designed it so this works even if you're a total beginner with no experience just starting out, but it also works if you're someone who already has a channel that's doing okay, but you want to scale it, grow faster, make more money, build a team, and take your content to the next level. So if you can see what a huge opportunity there is with YouTube, and you're ready to invest in your future and begin building your own YouTube empire, just check out the top link in the description of this video. That'll take you to the course page, and once you join, you'll get immediate access. So you are literally minutes away from unlocking everything I just mentioned, plus a whole bunch of other surprises. And look, I know some people are against paying for any form of education, and if that's you, that's totally fine. You can still succeed by figuring out everything on your own. Obviously it's harder because you don't know what you don't know, and there's so much contradictory and outdated information, but I'm not saying you can't do it alone, because that's what I did at first. The problem is, it took me over 3 years of doing YouTube full time to figure out what I know now. The reality is, you pay either way. You either pay in time or money. And looking back, one of my biggest regrets is that I wasted so much time trying to figure it all out myself, just using free online videos. It's actually kind of depressing how much money I lost out on because of that. Because if I'd known back then what I know now, this channel would be so much bigger and I'd have made so much more money. And the really sad part is, some creators spend even more years working on their channel and never figure it out. So I've come to realize that the rich are rich because they buy back time. Sure, you could just go and watch the same free YouTube advice videos I watched and spend years aimlessly trying to figure it out, or you can just get my blueprint of exactly what works, with all the resources I use nicely laid out for you in a step-by-step system.
If anybody want to come up, the link is pinned at the top if y'all want to come up and join the panel. But I'm gonna get back to the video.
Basically steal.
Oh, and also post y'all links in the chat just so y'all can get more subs and let them know your niche that you provide.
All of my proven strategies and avoid all my very expensive mistakes. Because there's no need for you to make those same mistakes when I can just tell you what works. I've put in tens of thousands of hours so you don't have to. Why not just get immediate access to all my lessons and systems rather than trying to figure it out yourself? Personally, investing in my own education has gotten me higher returns than any other investment I've made. People don't get rich from index funds and savings accounts. You get rich from building something of your own, and I am giving you the blueprint of how to do it. And you know this works because you can see my channel. You can see the growth I've had. You can see the content I'm making. And so if you want to know everything I know so you can do the same, this course is what you need. In other words, this course is aimed at people who understand the crazy exciting opportunity there is with YouTube right now and want to capitalize on it as quickly as possible. It's for people who want a system to follow that's proven to work and contains everything they need to know all in one place. This is for people who really value their time and know free content can often end up costing a lot more in the long run, as it can give you the wrong information or overwhelm and confuse you, or just lack the nuance and organization you need. Ultimately, this course is for people who are serious about making their channel a success and are willing to invest in themselves. Because I truly believe this course is the fastest way to grow an incredible YouTube channel and make a lot of money from it. Okay, so hopefully by now you can see that there is really no other course like this.
Hey Kiki, I'm sorry, I was on mute. You on mute now, Kiki.
Oh, I was just letting you know I was back, baby.
Okay,
Okay.
gotcha.
All right.
This on the market. And I'll admit, people have been asking me to make a course like this for ages, but at first I was hesitant.
Sick of wasting thousands on dead-end traffic sources that get shut down overnight? Tired of...
The truth is, it's taken me so long to learn all this. Literally years of trial and error and expensive mistakes. And so to just reveal all my secrets is a bit scary. So firstly, spaces for this are going to be limited. That way these strategies don't become widely known, and it also means I can get to know all the course members and actually offer personalized help. And secondly, this course isn't going to be cheap because this is a very premium, high quality product. So obviously I wouldn't just give everything away for next to nothing. But then again, I did a 4-year business degree, and compared to the price I paid for that, this is next to nothing. Because I guarantee you the knowledge in this course has made me far more money than the university degree ever has. Plus, you can likely write off the course as a tax-deductible business expense. But either way, I'm confident you'll agree the value you get is more than worth it. After all, you probably wouldn't have watched this video up until this point unless you were serious about building a YouTube channel of your own and believed that I could help. So now is the time to make a decision. Path A is to continue as you have been and hope it somehow miraculously works out and your YouTube channel suddenly blows up. Or Path B is the shortcut, where I will tell you exactly what you need to do and how to do it, so you can just implement a proven system and get all the help you need. Which truly is the biggest cheat code of all for winning the game of YouTube. And just to make this decision even easier, I want to make sure this is risk-free for you. So worst case scenario, if you somehow don't feel the course helps you, you can just message me and get your money back. So there is literally nothing to lose. But best case scenario, this can truly change your life. Imagine
Okay,
what your life would look like
I'm
if...
not advertising that only due to the fact that there's so much information out here on YouTube and ChatGPT and other sources that you can use that you don't have to spend money on. So that's the only reason why I'm not playing that. It is at the end of that. Does anybody have any questions pertaining to the video so far? Let me know in the chat.
Well, I just want to let y'all know that no, we do not sponsor them because they do not sponsor us. And it's like she say, it's other spots where you can learn it at. But if we get a sponsorship, we'll come back and play that part for y'all to hear it.
Yes, or we can just dive in and give our own experience, or either we can research it together. There's there's ways we can dive a little deeper into this. If I just need to know what struggles are you having right now? Where are you stuck after this information? Do you have more questions? Let me know in the chat, and we can see how we can proceed from here.
Okay.
But you got something from it, Kiki?
Yes, I got
Okay,
some from it
awesome.
for like the stuff that I was asking the questions about the ads, how you go by doing them, because I thought maybe you automatically, when you get monetized, they automatically do it. Sponsorships, ebooks. I think it's a good thing that you could go on your own channel and promote your stuff. And that you could even promote your stuff from home and get it that way and mail it to people. Like I like the part that you could go to the PO box. Say for instance, if I had some type of gear and I got somebody down here that got a deal, and most I can know a lot of people with deals. Just so happen to be a person that around them type of people. But say if you got a T-shirt or a sweatshirt line and you need something put on it, like I got a lot of friends and family that do that, and or they could point you in the direction of doing it, and that you could be able to just go get you a PO box and then have people sending it to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also for like I know I believe once you get monetized, you are able to uh kind of put those things out. But also, even if you're not monetized, you can all like say if you have someone you want to refer to someone, you can post that
Hmm.
on your community wall as a post. I did it for as myself for now, but
Okay.
eventually I want to have it where I can post other people content. Just build that community. Also, I want to create a I want to create a broadcasting channel like on IG to where I can post those as they go on live. So say if there's 5 people in the chat that have channels they about to go live, they'll just send me the information and I'll post it to that broadcasting channel so it can reach more people. And the more you share other people content, the more audience that they will gain.
Right.
So that's a good way of giving back to people. Also, for like you was asked, let me go to the
And
stream yard.
go Cree Cree said that she glad because she would have never thought about doing ebooks. So
Oh
got her
yes,
thinking
and
about doing ebooks
oh
also.
yeah. So let me show y'all something before I even move into the studio. So let's say you go to Esty, right?
Hmm.
You're gonna go like in. Oh shit! I don't know what I just did. Okay, probably I spelled it wrong. Probably. Okay, so you can go to SD and you can type in whatever. Like just say I just say let me just do real simple e-guide. But it'll bring you up to different e-guides and different things that you can purchase.
Hmm.
Majority of the stuff like even if you don't have master resale rights, PLR rights for their product, you can
Hmm.
still repurpose that product into your own content. Can y'all hear
Okay.
me? Cause I'm having technical difficulties. Hold on.
Yes, I
Y'all
can
can
hear you.
still
Let
hear
me
me?
see what the chat
Okay.
say.
My screen should be popping back on. But
Goddess, we sent. Oh, she talking lipstick. Sorry. Okay, go ahead.
okay.
What you saying?
Are y'all able to? Y'all not able to see the? Okay, hold on. Here we go.
We
Ooh,
see
they ain't trying to. That's
the
the wrong
optional guide
screen.
to video uploads, and we can hear. Go
Nah,
Cree
that's
Cree
the
say
wrong
we could
screen.
too.
They're trying to keep this information from y'all.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of people get stuck at, and that's why I
Okay.
say I'm glad you break it down like that. Cause if I could understand it,
Yeah. And then we all like we feel like we can't do it, but it's so many ways that we can work past those. I'm
mm,
still learning myself. Like I ain't gonna forget to tell y'all, hey, I'm still learning. But look, so for the digital product, you can go to SD and you can. I'm having difficulties on here. Let me try to refresh this.
I see your little mouse moving around.
Yeah, but I'm really not even moving this. Scheiße. Uh, by the way, if you can just look until I get it together, you can look at the screen and you can kind of see the price ranges for those products. I would
Mm-hmm.
never really spend more than $5 to $10 on a product, especially if it don't provide more
Knowledge.
Like, yeah, knowledge and also more content that I can resell. So
Right.
these are kind of like bundles. Uh, I'm still trying to wait on my computer to act right. It's trying to act up right now. It looks like
But
I'm moving it, but I'm not.
gotta
Let me
say, once
try.
you get started, it becomes easier, and you
Oh
learn along the
yes,
way. Yes,
yes.
goddess, that's a fact. And
And then
plus,
where you get stuck, you can ask
you could ask, yeah,
ChatGPT to walk you through the steps. Even if I take a screenshot of this picture right here, I put it in ChatGPT, the screenshot. I can say, "Hey ChatGPT, I'm trying to write an e-guide. Which of these e-guides are
more beneficial
most
than the other
searched,
one.
yeah, most
Yeah,
valuable and most searched on any platforms. You can put the platform, you don't have to put the platform. You can be real vague. You ain't gotta have your sentences formatted right. You can just talk, run on sentences and everything, and it'll still get you to what you. Yeah, and it's so like I do it all the time. I be misspelling words. I
you
be having
know I
run on
misspell them.
sentences, and it still give me the information that I need to move to the next step. Now,
Yes,
the only advice that I can give, because once you start using ChatGPT, it's artificial learning, artificial intelligence things. So it's learning from different sources and everything. So you have to double check what they output to you. The advice you have, you don't want to just run with what you get. You want to read through and make sure it aligns with your brand voice, your brand tone, your thoughts and visions. So, but it helps you get to the next level and the next process a little easier. Using SD, you can buy bundles. My sister
right,
is
Mo
still
talk.
kind of what he said. 'Cause I
He
can't
said
move
I
my
just
screen
like
right now.
talking. He said I just like talking shit. So if I get paid, that's a plus, right? Me
Yeah,
too,
and
Mo
and
talk. I
depending
can't
on
wait
the
to come check
content.
out your channel.
Oh, he's good. Man. That's my people right there.
Hmm.
That's my heart. Yeah.
She say super
He
proud
really
of my
good.
kinfolk though. Yes, we are. She a blessing in disguise.
And he know how shy I am, and
Mhm.
he know my heart. And that's not a lot. Like a lot of people see my heart and see, things about me, but I really know that he see me.
Yes.
Yeah. So I give big love to Mo Talk.
I be on her neck, Mo talk. Sure do. I be on her. I be on her heels.
Yeah,
You
he
hear
he
me?
he don't BS me. Like he won't just tell me what I want to hear. Like if
Right.
he peep BS, like he gonna point it out and tell me,
Oh well, then we must be
and
kin
and I
too,
respect it.
cause I
Yeah,
sure don't. I told her I'm talk blunt to you, frank to you. I tell you a joke, but I ain't gonna tell you a lie.
yeah,
And so I tell them, mm. But yeah, we
I'm
enjoy
trying.
our content, cause I'm telling you, I've been having the phones, and everybody be like, "This a brand new phone." You don't. I said, "That's because I don't do them but text and talk on it." And she taught me how to go through that and look at this, and so yeah. And sometimes on these books, like this type of stuff, like what you got up there, sometimes you can read it, but you still need somebody to go through it to kind of help you understand, cause
Yep.
you know, and
And
that's
even
why I
when you
like
go through
about
it,
your
like you can find out ways to improve it. Like
yeah.
where like say if you reading you're not understanding. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I wish they had this graph here, or I wish they had this image, or I wish they had this to help me to the next step. That's where you can improve into that content. So if you buy any one of these, you
Mm-hmm.
can improve it that way, bring more value to it, make it your own, put your own title
Yes.
on there, change the pictures, change like you really don't have to change much, but you can change the layout and everything. And that's mostly what I do with the Canva part. So
Yes.
I've purchased a lot. I want to try to refresh the screen, but I don't want to get kicked out. Let
So
me
what I'm
try
trying
to
to push
stop
her to
sharing.
do is start, since she's so good at thumbnails and stuff, start at a low price. Anybody needs some thumbnails, please get at Elevate Me To You, Me Two Times. And she'll come behind the scenes and yeah, help you and you know, I don't think that's bad for a thumbnail, you know. So
Yeah.
we're trying to help give back to her too, cause she do give a lot of herself. She
I
spreads
be
herself
scared to
very
ask for
thin.
anything.
Yeah, but I'm not. I ain't scared, y'all. But she really is. She spreads herself thin. She shows a lot of love, and so yeah, take advantage of the knowledge, but don't take advantage of her. That's what I tell her. Don't let nobody take advantage of you. Take advantage, because if she breaking it down for us, the least we could do is go on a video and watch it. And then when we don't understand, I'm quite sure if we got a question here, a question there, she'll break it down even more. But she got some fire thumbnails, y'all. Putting music in, like she really got work all over this internet. She just don't talk about it. But she does. You'll be surprised at the stuff she know, you guys.
Yeah,
So
just
take a
don't give
chance on her.
myself credit on.
Yeah. So, when it come down to you want to invest for a small little piece of change, cause this free right here, but behind the scenes, you want to invest for a small little piece of change that's gonna make your channel grow, that's gonna make it popping. Music, colors, avatars, thumbnails, all kinds of stuff. Like cartoon type stuff. Um ebooks, all that, you guys. She's very experienced with it.
Even trying to pass certifications. I can help
Yes,
people pass certifications, especially for IT, but really any certification. If you having issues, like I can build some study guides
yes,
for you to help you to succeed when you go to your exams.
yes. So she's very, very smart, you guys. She don't give herself credit, but I'm telling you, everybody on here that know her, she knows a lot. And like I say, she give back through this channel. You know, that's what she always like to do is give back. So if you guys, if y'all need trouble with, if y'all have problem with thumbnails or you need somebody and you don't want to do all the work like they say, for a small fee, you get you some thumbnails. You could pay for one or you could pay for a bunch of them and she'll give you a good price on that. If you want music in your video, not only will she set it up for you, she'll set it up for you and she'll give you tell her ideas. She's gonna tell you what she can do and what she can't do. She's gonna work through the rest. Um so
Oh, sorry.
I think that's your earplugs.
Shit. Shoot.
She ain't muted all y'all.
Oh, oh. I'm sorry.
Mute it.
I'm trying, but I
You
can't.
can't get to it. It scared you.
Shit.
Sound like a bunch of crickets
Yeah, cause
screaming.
I'm on my phone and okay,
But
and I
yes,
can't
guys.
really like maneuver through my laptop, and I wanted to reset it, so I was trying to sign into StreamYard on my other device, so I can
Yes.
reset this one.
Make sure you
But you
turn
can
on
go ahead,
all of,
Kiki.
and so like if y'all want thumbnails, she got something that she could do you. She could give you an example of it. And it, like you say, if you want to invest in your channel, she could help. You could go. She's a one-stop shop. Pretty much everything up here, she didn't put her hands in it, dabbled in it, and became successful with it. If she don't know it, she gonna tell you she don't know it, but she's gonna find a way to learn it to show you. But if you want to invest in your channel and buy you some good thumbnails and tell her what you want in it, you know what I'm saying? She come up. It's a good price on that. If you want to put music behind your scene, if it could be a one song in the front, a different song in the back, a certain verse, certain music. She could do that too. um
Okay.
cartoon type stuff,
We gotta
like
be
the
basic up front
avatars.
until I learn a little more.
Yeah, avatars and stuff like that. She know how to do those. If you the type of person that you like, like that cartoon type PJ AI type stuff. She know how to do all that. Just she's pretty unique, you guys. She's pretty good, and you know, like this the channel that, like I say, she teach you and she break it down. But for those who want to invest, she's a one stop shop.
And then also I want to use my Twitch channel so I can go to Twitch and I can, like, as I'm learning and watching videos and trying to figure it out, I can be on live doing it at the same time. But that's one of my goals also, to do Twitch more, and also
Yes,
there to bring in a bigger audience.
yes. So we've been taking this time out. But she finally realized that she ready to push her stuff to the limit. So y'all want to come back and get some more entertainment, some more knowledge. She'll break it down. You could come up, ask what you, if you got 10 different questions and you don't feel like typing them in, let us know. She'll drop the stream yard and y'all can have a one-on-one on the session. But like I said, if you want to invest in your channel, Me Two Times Elevate Me To You is the spot where you can learn and you can invest and help her help you. Cause everything she do, she helps in every type of way. But she's also building her stuff up too. And she have built a lot of strong creators up, you know. So guys that y'all wouldn't even think of. She been behind the scenes with that. So yeah, she's pretty good, you guys. So if y'all want to invest and y'all feel like it's too much and y'all have it, y'all can work out something and she'll be right there. Yes, T Fox. T Fox
Give
say
me a minute, I'm still
101.
trying to
That's great.
restart.
Yes. And T Fox, it don't even cost that much for a 101. You could go to Me Two Times and she'll tell you behind the scenes how much that is. Um, but yeah, she do it on here and she do 101s, T Fox, and she's pretty good. God is busy. Look what God has saved me 2 times to my Kiki. We're selling.
I said no car. You saying car?
She say we're
What you say?
she say we're selling a car with this advertisement and promotion, not but
You
for
know?
real support, and elevate with one another. Start with support and elevate me to you. Right, right. Yes, indeed. That goddess. I knew she was gonna say that about that car salesman. But yeah, you guys, we want to support the way we support, we want to support back. You know what I'm saying? The way you support her back is if you want it. I forgot about I'm glad I got reminded about the one-on-one. Thank you for that, T Fox. I probably said it and said it too fast. But yeah, she does do one-on-ones. And guess what? She got some openings to where and she will move her availabilities around for you. And yes, yeah, small fee. And I promise you're gonna walk you through it and you're gonna see. Or if you the type of person that you established and it's something that you're doing on the side and you want to learn it, but you want it for right now, hey, the price is right, get that too.
And then also a thing that while my computer restoring, also even if you have some type of experience in anything we talk about, or either you learned something and you want to share it with somebody, please join the panel or either send a video or some or faceless video of explaining it so I can spread it out to other people also. Because that'll help bring more value to everybody too. People that's been through those struggles and kind of figured out the the little knots in the road.
Yeah.
Maybe they can share, and then we can learn together.
Mm-hmm. So if anybody got any questions they want to know, oh, it was something I wanted to ask a question about myself. So it was about man, You know it's about money. That's for sure.
The YouTube, the shorts.
Oh yeah. What I was gonna ask? No, not about the shorts. I was gonna ask about Oh yeah, we do have trivia some nights when we do the late things, and I learned a whole lot. She teach about my moderation. Ain't this how you said me 2 times?
Yeah, you
When
said it
you
right.
moderate. Also about uh what you have to pay YouTube off the top. I learned a lot on that. Yes, I really did get upset about the
She
super
got big mad
chats.
about that.
But yes, because that's a lot. Um so yeah, she teach you also not how to do it, but the business of it also. She teach you the skills of doing it, and she could teach you she taught us the business behind the skills, like what you owe to YouTube, how often do you get paid, what you get paid for. And so one thing I wanted to ask me 2 times is like, like when people report your page just to report it, um, I forgot what it's called, but um, do you think in the near future you could try to show us when people come in and they try to report your page and you have to do those things so they won't get your page stopped for like 30 or 90 or 60 days or whatever. I forgot what it's called. If anybody know, please put it in there.
On a mission, on the move, gotta go, no. Ain't no time to waste my time, we don't slow down. You can have the in dimensions, big dog in dimensions.